quick week too. I think because we went Wednesday to Tuesday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We did start doing Wednesday. Yeah. But it was a great week, man. I can't count. 143. Last 2 in-person episodes of the year.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Another year, man.
Man, next year too.
Easily.
That's the plan now. I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be a good one.
We got a lot to get to.
Yeah.
A lot of like wow shit. A lot wow.
Yeah, like that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, we are back, episode 143. As you can tell in the hue of my voice, that's not how it works. But as you can tell in the tone of my voice, we are back. We're excited. I want to shout out to the TikTok audience watching live behind the scenes, and of course to my left, co-creator, co-host, co-founder, all that. Drock, go ahead, talk to him.
What's happening, twins? What's happening, twins? My players, my playettes. I hope you are having an excellent day. I hope you are doing better than I am, and that's not because I'm doing bad. I'm just selfless.
Yeah, exactly. What you do better, right?
Come on, man. I just want you to be better than me, man.
Yep.
What type of guy wins your love that wants that? Okay, now. Episode 143, please like, subscribe, and comment.
Yep.
And please go to this Patreon and subscribe as well. 2026 will be a big year for us. 2025 was our biggest year ever. 2026 will only get bigger, will only get better. Please go to the Patreon and subscribe. All you have to do is copy and paste the link in the bio to your web browser. Click subscribe. Once you click subscribe, then click purchase. The purchase is $3. I know you have $3. You have to click subscribe, then purchase. If you just click subscribe, you will get no content. Not sure why Patreon does that. It might be something we have to fix. I haven't looked that much into it, I'll be honest. So for right now, that's what you got to do.
Yep.
But Ish, how was your week, man? How was your week?
Listen, it's been a beautiful week for sure. I'm fresh off of. We pushed this episode back just a little bit because it's my niece's birthday. Shout out to my niece. It's her birthday. Not gonna put her name on the internet because she's one of the, she's the reserved one in our family.
Okay.
But I wanted to tell you a story. Like, it's so crazy how much different it is now than when we was kids, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So we got this tradition in my family, and I actually share this with y'all because if y'all want it, I'm sure my dad would love other people to do it. But if it's your birthday, we go around the table and you say something you love about that person.
Oh, that's my bag.
Yeah, we love that shit.
That's my
we
bag.
really do that for everybody's birthday, no matter who it is. So it get all the way to my sister, and this is her daughter. And she was like, well, you saw what I posted today on Instagram for you. I'm like, she tagged her Instagram. She was like, and then you got the Cash App. And I was like, what the? Like, parenting is so much different. I open my phone. It's legit a happy birthday shout out. Like, yo, shout out to my daughter, nigga. Like, yo, I just want love to all the people out there. I just thought that was hilarious, bro. Like, we so old.
Yeah, bro. Times have changed, bro. So I had an interesting weekend. Yeah. I met AJ Green. I'll start there.
Shout out AJ Green.
Shout out to AJ Green, dog. Yeah. So if you guys don't know who AJ Green is, best wide receiver in UGA history, one of the 20 greatest receivers ever to play the game of football. Real dog, literally and figuratively.
Facts.
So
beat up Jalen Ramsey.
That did happen. My partner, and if you see him in person, you will understand why he did that, but or how he did that.
Yeah.
But my partner, shout out to Playmaker, has a incredible business practice. He is a photographer, videographer, editor for basketball. He also does anything musical videos. If you just want him to come follow you around with the camera for stream, he'll do that. But his main focus right now is youth basketball.
Okay.
He's been doing this for 3 or 4 years now, and he's been working with this team of people essentially that are trying to craft a community of basketball players for the youth to grow with each other.
That's hard.
So essentially like a boys and girls club just for basketball.
That's lit.
And they have essentially at this church, they have a league they do every year. And at the end of the league, they have an All-American camp from the best players that come through the league.
That's hard.
And this league, I believe, also bleeds into AAU because it's not just kids in Georgia. It's kids. It was a couple kids from California and then the rest of the Southeast.
Right.
So he asked me to come be Craig Sager there, essentially. Yeah. And he asked me to do that throughout his AAU season next year because he wants to he's running a Instagram page called playbook.us. Go follow that. And it's a bunch of kids' highlights. Those are all 99% of those are highlights he's recorded and edited and things of that nature. Him, his brother, and his girl do that together. Right. And so when he asked me to come do that, he didn't tell me this was for real. And maybe he did. Maybe he did, and I wasn't really paying attention.
He was just like, yeah, I'll do it, bro.
He was just like, yeah, I'll
you ever be so excited to help somebody you don't really care.
He's that one of my type friends. Like, bro, like, I know you to know if you asking me to do something you really need it done, I'm gonna be there regardless. Facts. You didn't really have to ask me anyway. Yeah. So I get there and I see 2 Chainz. Like, hold up. Where the fuck? Yeah. And I see Halo and I'm like,
yeah, wait, is that?
Where am I?
Yeah, right.
And he was like, oh, that's Dennis Smith Jr. cousin.
Yeah.
What?
Jesus.
Oh, his dad in the NFL. He played on the Jets.
Yeah.
Josh, where am I?
Yeah, right.
Like, what do you have me walking into? And so when I get there, they taking pictures. They doing kid shit. They taking pictures, getting for the camp.
Emoting.
I haven't. Yes, literally, bro. I haven't been around a group of children in a very, very long time. And watching them try to get them together for 3 minutes to take a picture and split them into teams was like rocket science. Like the kids was just like every 2 seconds they'd be like, get in the circle. They'd be like. Like just getting like, where are y'all going? What are y'all talking about?
Dog, I ain't gonna lie, and I don't want to cut your story off, but a couple years ago I had this experience where I went to my nephew basketball practice, and I was like, shooting around through the practice waiting on the coach, and I noticed them emoting. Like they was in a video game. Like whenever they would stop moving for a second, they do a little dance. Like it's the craziest shit ever. Like,
literally, bro.
Kids did not used to do. We did not used to do that.
Like, what's up with you, dude? You have a twitch or something,
bro? It was crazy because just like in the game, one nigga would do it, and then the other nigga would join him. Like that shit is so funny, bro.
Yeah, bro. And I'm interviewing these kids, and that does not matter.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Except for Sunday.
These kids, bro, clearly, these kids are the best basketball players. I swear to God, I texted Tyrone, I was like, it's 19 NBA players. These niggas are 9 years old, and I'm like, I've never seen these niggas. I've never seen 9-year-olds move like this in my life. Like,
left hand layups,
bro, yo.
Niggas 9-year-old run a pick and roll.
Bro, come down and get this nigga finger roll. I'm like, what the fuck? He's 10, bro. Like, yo, who are these children? So these are elite basketball players. Like all of these, it was probably, I would just stick with the 4th graders to 6th graders because that's where the talent was really showing. It was probably 50 of them in the gym, 45 of them are going to play college basketball. It was that type of talent in the gym.
Crazy.
Like, they were nasty, bro. They were nasty.
Listen, it may sound crazy. Listen, that's what y'all niggas look like in 7th grade.
Bro.
That's back back.
Oh, you talking about me? I was like, well, yeah. No. I swear to God, I wasn't not like this. These little niggas was Magic Johnson, bro. Look,
that's funny.
I'm interviewing this kid, bro. I'm like, yeah, bro. So I'm trying to just ask him kid questions because you don't want to scare kids too much, get too wordy. So I'm like, yo, what's your favorite player? That caused a point of contention in our group chat today. But who's your favorite player? Yeah. What's your favorite thing about the NBA? Whoop-de-whoop. And then I'm asking him, what do you need to do to grow your game to achieve your goal of getting to the NBA or playing college basketball? And I need to work on my dribble. Halo was the best answer. He said, I need to fix my attitude.
He gotta remember, like, them other niggas need that.
Yeah, like,
Halo just out there, like, on the chill.
Yeah, bro. Halo is nice. Shout out to Halo. It's very nice. But, yeah, so I'm getting those type answers. This one kid look at me. He say, well, I just got to work harder, so I dropped out of school, and I'm homeschooled now, and I train 6 to 8 hours a day.
Yo, I don't want to laugh.
I audibly laughed. I audibly laughed in his face. I said, what did you just say?
Yo, you dropped out of school?
I looked at the camera, I was like, I was never going to make it.
Dog.
Not a chance in hell I was making it nowhere. No. Oh, my God. I said you dropped out of school?
Dog, I remember that shit.
Oh, my God. He was nice, too, boy.
I won't say his name, but you're going to know who I'm talking about when I reference this. But, like, I remember in middle school when I knew I wasn't going to be, like, a professional athlete because we had somebody, like, in our age group who was telling us the shit he was doing. And I was like, bro, I'm not doing that. He was like, yeah, I went outside. My dad put ankle weights on my wrists, and I came down and shot in the rain. Nigga, what are you talking about? Yeah, then I came to practice. Nigga. Like, yo, I'm never going. If that's what you gotta do, I'll never make it, dog. Like,
I was like, my parents don't want me to make it. If that's what I gotta do, nigga. I was like, you dropped out of school at 11. Like, you gave the fuck up. I was like, you LaMelo balled it at 11.
Yo.
Like, at least he waited to high school.
he better make the league.
Oh no, he is. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm calling now. Dawson Knoxville. Remember that nigga name?
Oh yeah,
I'm
Dawson
telling
Knoxville?
you. I'm telling you,
That's
boy.
hard.
That's a little white boy, cold as fuck. They was scrimmaging at the end. He came in and scored 11 points in 2 minutes.
That's hard.
I'm talking about that was a nigga that did the Euro. He did it, came down, did a Euro, put back, got down, jab, drive, came back, whoop, whoop, step back 3, boom, at 11, all in a row, no misses. I said, what is going on in this bitch, bro?
Yo,
But yeah.
shout out the youth hoop game, man.
Shout out to Youth Hoop Game for real. Shout out to everybody out there, and shout out to my boy Playmaker. And shout out to AJ Green. AJ Green, very cool nigga. His son play basketball. He's nice as well. So, real fun weekend, real eventful, huh?
AJ Green probably crazy hooper.
Bro,
AJ Green probably nuts hooper.
bro, I shook AJ Green's hand and I was like, oh, that's a professional athlete. Yeah. I was like, okay, that doesn't feel normal.
I will say this: listen, if you were to put a team of 5 NFL players to go play a basketball game, AJ Green is on that roster.
For sure. Way taller than I thought he was.
Really?
Yeah, bro. He's like 6'3", 6'4 and a half, maybe 6'5". Like, he's big as fuck, bro. Yeah, real player nigga, man. So shout out to the youth basketball scene, man. We'll be seeing more of y'all this year. He also, I forgot, I'll say it on air.
Yeah.
He wants me to just ride around and do sideline reporting for right now, but he eventually wants to get to a point where we're at a couple tournaments, like we actually do a podcast there.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So I'm gonna let you know when I do that.
For sure.
Because he wants to build like a brand for real on the playbook and like have like a media space of it, and so he wants to start getting recognized as that, so the kids want to sit down and talk to us.
Right.
So once we start getting to the games and like we're gonna be at tournaments all day, and we do an hour episode. Definitely,
I'll be like Shannon.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be like that.
Exactly.
Skip, this Dawson, right here.
Nah, doing that live is gonna be playing, bro. I can't wait. But let's get into the show, man. We have so much to get to. I hope you guys are enjoying the more content into our lives. We're trying to be more personable with y'all. But anyways, man, NFL is crazy, bro.
Wow. What a week.
It's nothing like it.
What a week.
When I say we checked some boxes this week.
Yeah, for sure.
We checked some boxes this week, twin.
It was like, you know what it felt like? And this is just a little hint for what's coming soon for our Marvel fans that have hung around. Because I was telling somebody, like, listen, when that trailer dropped. It's gonna wake up a whole side of the world.
Come on now.
That's been waiting. Nigga.
Come on now.
But it feel like at the start of the movie, it's like, dang, our old villain ass. It's like the Ravens gone, the Chiefs gone. Like,
yeah, bro.
Nobody's scared of them niggas no more.
Nobody's scared of them,
so
bro.
You want to start Baltimore or Kansas City?
Let's start with Baltimore, bro.
Okay.
Let's start with Baltimore because I kind of want to ironically start with the Steelers instead of Baltimore, and then we'll navigate to Baltimore. But I wanted to ask if that win for the Steelers changed your opinion of Mike Tomlin. Aaron Rodgers, our opinion isn't changed. He's 42. He's on his way out. But did that change your opinion of Mike Tomlin and whether or not he should stay?
No.
Okay.
I think that writing's on the wall.
Okay.
I think that writing's on the wall for both sides. I feel like that was that's enough for both teams.
Okay.
Because it felt like it was a must win for both teams, and neither wanted to win.
Precisely.
It was like, yeah, you win. Like, no, y'all got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it doesn't change my opinion on Tomlin because I feel like best case scenario, their home wild card weekend.
Yeah.
So it'll feel good this week. Like, yeah, we got Lamar out, but like, y'all suck.
I completely agree. It's all right. Well, last year they were 10-3 at this point, and we was by 3 weeks later they was asking for his job because they hadn't won a game in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then after the season they were like, hey, we should probably fire him because we haven't won a playoff game in 9 years. If the same result is, oh, now we haven't won a playoff game in 10 years, and our record was worse, our team was worse, our division just collapsed, so we got the luck of the draw and was the best of the worst, then I'm not sure if that really makes it enough to keep him around. If they do, I understand it because it is Mike Tomlin, and my question always is, who are you hiring? There's not a Ben Johnson in this cycle, in my opinion. There's not a Sean McVay in this cycle, in my opinion. I believe Clint Kubiak from the Seahawks will be solid. I believe Joe Brady from the Buffalo Bills will be solid. But I don't think they're a hit them out of the park candidates. And that being said, I absolutely think there is a chance that just getting him the playoffs gives him one more year because the Steelers, it feels like they find ways to or want to make excuses for Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Because, like, you haven't had a quarterback, but then you get a quarterback and now your defense falls apart. And is that going to be the excuse we make?
Right.
So,
And you spend tons of money on defense.
exactly.
It's so much talent on that defense, and they suck. So, I think that's the thing about firing a coach is, like, you kind of got to see who's going to be out there.
Yeah.
You can't not have a coach.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I still let him go because I feel like there's going to be a lot of coaches gone this year.
Okay.
Obviously, you don't hire Raheem Morris.
Yeah.
But it'll be more candidates, I'm sure.
But to the Ravens, let's start with the obvious, bro. Was it a catch?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes because 2 feet is a touchdown. But I will say this, likely. You got to, you know what? I think, who said this? I think Collinsworth said this last week. Niggas, like, I don't say niggas. NFL players are so much worse at lying than they used to be, right? Like, back in the day, if they would have caught that pre-replay, pre-instant assist, he would be up and down like, yo, that's a touchdown, I swear to God, da-da-da-da. Like, likely caught it 1-2 and just dropped the ball. He didn't even sell it. Like, you got to, like, yo, like, I was celebrating, locking. Like, I thought it was a touchdown. It was a close enough call where I was like, he kind of did knock it out with 2 steps, but then nobody knows where the catch is anymore. Nobody knows where the fucking catch is.
So, it was so frustrating to me because, first off, they should have never got to that point because he shouldn't have never jumped for the ball. There was no point in jumping for the pass.
Yeah.
I have no idea why he did it. Actually, I do know why he did it. Isaiah likely is a showman. He likes to put on a show, catching the ball, jumping slow motion through the end zone for the win. It's theatrical. It's poetic. I get it. Yeah. That's why he did it.
Adrenaline rushing.
And he has very strong hands. So that actually happening to him was actually a surprise to me just because his hands are so strong. And I've seen him palm one-handed balls, tuck it while holding off defenders and somebody swiping at the ball. So it's like, it was a shock that he actually dropped that ball, even in that scenario. Mm-hmm. So that was the first thing because we should have never got to instant replay because you should have never dropped the ball because you should have ran through the pass.
That's a fact.
But now that we're at the instant replay, this is what is so confusing to me. Their explanation was he did not make a third move.
Yeah.
He was in the end zone.
The play's over.
Where are you making a third move in the end zone?
That's what's so frustrating is, all right, if the play is over when the ball crosses the goal line. Because, like, I think about it like this. If he caught it at the 1, just like that.
Yes.
1, 2, in the end zone, the play's over.
Yes.
And you can't overturn it. There's nowhere to, like you said, there's nowhere to make a third move, too.
And that's another point. It was 2 points I had that kind of, if I was in the booth or in Secaucus or whatever they call it, wherever the replay booth is, it's 2 things I would say to say there's no way we can overturn this. 1, if you catch the ball on the sideline, it is 2 feet in bounds, and after your 2 feet land in bounds, nothing matters as long as you have control of the ball, which he did. So that's 1. You can't make a third football move if you're falling out of bounds when you catch the ball. So that just doesn't make any sense. Secondly, your point you just made, if you are running as a quarterback, as a running back, or if you just caught a ball at the 2-yard line. Any scenario, you catch, you extend. If that ball crosses the goal line, the tip, the full ball don't even got to cross. Literally. The tip of the ball crosses the first part of the white line, and the ball gets knocked out, it's a touchdown.
Always.
Literally always. So in that scenario where you catch, plant 2 feet, have firm control of the ball, and you're in the end zone, and their excuse is you didn't make a third move, it is... They ruined the Ravens season. It is that big of a malpractice because earlier in the game, they called a roughing the center call that was not a roughing the center call. They came out yesterday and said it wasn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that turned 3 points into 7 points, which is a 4-point swing. A 27-22 game would have been a 23-22 game, and they were in field goal range twice to take the lead at that point. So before I say anything about the Ravens' performance, I firmly believe I am not an excuse guy. I don't blame the refs, but that is horrible. Like,
that's bad.
That's horrible.
That's a terrible way for the season to end too. Like,
for
it to look like that too is so frustrating. Because I've seen the other side where, and I vividly can see this play where Odell goes to the pylon, catches it, boom, turns around and spins the ball. You don't say, hey, you need to make another play. Nigga, the play is over. He caught the touchdown. Like that, you've seen that happen millions of times. Or like, when they run goal line slant, he catch the ball 1-2 and the DB
just
play
stick it
through
out.
it, and the DB play through it and knock it out.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, no, that's touchdown.
Yes.
Once
yes.
you're in there, the play is
Yes.
over. Like,
And then it's like the other play where it's you don't even have to go in the end zone.
Yeah.
They'll catch it on the 2-yard line, stick the ball on the pylon, and let go.
It's
and that's
over.
a touchdown.
Every
like
time,
it's horrible.
Yeah, I
and
hate it.
they got robbed because you can't sit here and tell me that a game where a 20-yard touchdown pass to take the lead to go up potentially 3 if you get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
With the offense, the Steelers had 8 yards of offense in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Like the Ravens had their number in the second half defensively. So I just don't know the outcome of that game if they score that touchdown. It's beyond frustrating.
No, super.
But we do have to get to the truth in the room and what did happen, which was they lost and they are 6-7.
6-7.
I think Lamar Jackson played his best game in a while. I don't think he was. I think it's very funny that if Lamar Jackson completes the pass that everybody in the media has said is a completion, should have been a completion, he would have had 240 passing yards and 2 touchdowns, 270 total yards and 3 touchdowns total. And they would have been like, oh, Lamar Jackson played pretty well.
Yeah, he's
but
back.
Because that one pass didn't get completed, it's Lamar Jackson wasn't that great. I disagree with that. I think he was fine.
Yeah.
But my question to Ish is, do you still think they can win the division? Because you didn't seem confident in the Steelers. The Steelers remaining 4 are Miami, Detroit, Cleveland, and Baltimore. So final 3.
Yeah.
And then the final 3 before they play the Steelers is they play the Bengals this week, Packers, and New England.
I don't think so. I think it closes the door. I think the path they would have to for them to win the division is so muddled with other teams having to lose and them playing other good teams and potentially the MVP and Drake May in that time just to get a chance to win the division. It's tough because I don't believe in the Steelers either. I damn near think the Bengals might sneak it. And that's like that I feel like is the nastiest scenario possible, where the Bengals backdoor that shit because they all have 9, 7, 8 losses and the Bengals just went out. But I don't trust the Steelers. I think the Steelers lose maybe 2 of those games. But what's so frustrating about the Ravens is they could win all 4 of those games. I would not be surprised. They could lose every single one. I would not be surprised. I have no trust in them, especially in these moments. Like, we're going to talk about Kansas City because they're in a different situation. But internally, it feels like the Ravens are so split. They're so divided in what half of them I feel like don't think they're good enough. Like Daniel Vallely not doing that interview after the game, but like intentionally not putting his shirt on so nobody would ask him a question. It's so
That's sorry,
lame.
bro.
It's sad. That's what he's sad as a bitch. Shout out to Milwaukee niggas. They be like, yo, that nigga's sad as fuck. He's sad as fuck, bro. I don't trust him, but no, I don't think they can catch the division.
I was on that train on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was ready to call it quits and be like, because you know me as a fan, once I'm out, I'm disengaged and it don't hurt me no more. I'm fine.
Right, yeah.
The only person that hurts me and I can't disengage from ever was Bean.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to God.
Oh,
That was the
gosh, I
only
love
one.
you.
Everybody else is like, all right, you suck. That's
Yeah,
cool.
damn.
Like,
You know, because I thought you were.
you go, shit. All right, next year I'll see you then.
Yeah.
But I'm holding out hope of watching a playoff game. Do I think this team can get to a Super Bowl? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Do I think this team could get to an AFC championship? No.
Yeah.
But I do think this team can win the division just because their division is so bad. This is how I look at it. I do not think they're going to get swept by Cincinnati. They never get swept by Cincinnati.
Right.
I believe Lamar is something like 6-1 against Joe Burrow. He's 10-2 against the Bengals overall. And the Bengals game just happened to be the Looney Tunes game for the Ravens this year.
Yeah.
They have one every year where it's just
Right.
like, yo, what is
Like,
going
what the
on?
fuck is going
yeah.
on? Yeah.
And that was a Bengals game. I don't hold any stock into that. I don't really hold any stock into the Bengals being at home either.
Right.
They're division rivals, so it's like I don't really
It's
hold
gonna be
any stock.
hard either way.
It's gonna be hard either way, exactly. And lastly, I think the Bengals are defeated. The Bengals are essentially out of the playoffs because they're at 9 losses right now. They're 4-9. Their only path to winning the playoffs, to getting in the playoffs, is winning out. Yeah. The Ravens losing out and the Steelers losing out. That's just kind of too much to ask for. And so I think their hopes are done officially on Sunday when the Ravens beat them. So if the Ravens, even if the Steelers beat the Dolphins, which I would question, the Dolphins have gotten a lot better over the year, over the years. So I do not think that is a guaranteed win, especially with the inconsistencies of the Steelers.
Thanks.
But assuming they both win this weekend, and the remaining 2 games are the Lions and the
Ravens for the Steelers.
The Lions and the Browns before the Ravens. The Lions and the Browns, and then the Packers and the Patriots for the Ravens. I think they're both going to split those. I do think the Steelers lose to the Lions, and they beat the Browns. And I believe the Ravens beat one of the teams. Right. I don't know who. The Packers have played the Bears. They play the Broncos this week. Then they play the Bears again. Yeah. And if they beat the Bears, beat the Broncos, they're going to be such an emotional high from essentially taking control of the division, guaranteed they're going to win. I can see that being a come-down game, and the Ravens just being so desperate, they sneak it out, because I do think the Packers are a better team. And I also think just the inexperience and Lamar Jackson saying, hey, I'm healthy now, could also get them to beat the Patriots. So I'm not going to completely write them off, because I do think we're headed towards a winner-take-all game in Pittsburgh of the last football game of the season.
I'm now that we worked it out, I am leaning more towards your side. I wouldn't be surprised if the Steelers lost both of those games.
Oh, me either.
I think the Bengals not the Bengals. I think the Browns beat them.
I 100% the Browns think the Browns can beat them.
Like 100% with the way that defense is playing, and the Browns offense every week getting a little bit better with Shedeur putting up. 4 touchdowns. Don't worry, we can get to that in a second for sure.
Don't worry about you.
But I feel like the Steelers are dead men walking. I feel like the roster is 40 years old. I feel like Aaron Rodgers, 46. Mike Tomlin's, coach age, 1,000,000 years old. Like, I think all of them know this is the last ride. This is our last gas. We finna.
The only reason I'm not picking Miami to beat them is because they're not at home. If Miami was at home, I would say the Miami Dolphins upset them. It's going to be cold. That Dolphins defense has been very good over the last month and a half. Damn near top 10 worthy over the last month and a half. Their defensive coordinator is going to be one of the premier coaches in the hiring cycle. Yeah. I do believe they have a chance to upset the Pittsburgh Steelers, but because of the weather, I don't think they will. I think the Detroit at home, desperate, searching for playoff position, smashed them actually. Yeah. And then, like you said, that AFC North is nasty. All those games are nasty. Yeah. That can for sure be a 10-10 game going into the fourth, and Shedeur get the ball last and have to go get a touchdown. Yeah. That for sure can happen. So I absolutely think that is a scenario. And if that was the case, the Ravens would just have to – I think the Ravens could damn near lose to the Steelers still and make the playoffs if they lost to Detroit and the Browns. Yeah. Because they would have the better division record and the first tiebreaker or something like that. So yeah, that is the last thing I have on the Ravens. We won't stay there too long because we talk about them so much. But Kansas City.
Yes, sir.
I'm surprised, but I called it.
I have a mountain smile on my face. Like, I could not be more excited.
I was like, wow. I said this shit was going to happen. Yeah. Our last episode, guys, if you don't know, episode 142, I said they were going to go into Arrowhead, the Houston Texans and win this game and knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs for good. Mm-hmm. And they did exactly that. Yeah. And it even got scary. In that third quarter, when C.J. Stroud didn't get a yard for like four straight punts, it was like, oh, maybe I was wrong. And they just don't have it this year, which is insane. So my question to you is, they have a 14% chance to make the playoffs. Yeah, they are 1-5 on the road this year. Mm-hmm. Is there any chance the Chiefs squeak back in the tournament?
No. And I'm gonna put a label on them. I put on the Ravens, I think, a couple weeks ago, and now it's unfair for me to put it on the Ravens and not on the Chiefs. The Chiefs are just simply not good enough anymore. I don't know if it's actually I have a inkling of knowledge what I believe what it is, but roster wise, I don't think it's the wide receivers. The wide receivers are good. There's a couple good old linemen, but of course they are missing 3 linemen. The running game is shit. That's probably what it is. The defense is unexplosive. We got a good quarter from Chris Jones, but the minute Matt Nagy got there, their offense grinded to a halt. I don't know if that's Tyreek Hill related. I don't know if that's Matt Nagy related. I don't know if it's Andy Reid related. But I don't think Mahomes regressed. The offensive scheme, plan, and way they approach games has not been good enough this season. And last year, it was barely good enough. Like, what we saw that game, it was like watching that Stampede get Mufasa. It was like, oh, yeah, he's not making out of this.
No.
Like, he was just,
No.
like, he's
That's
not.
so funny.
Yeah, I was like, we were watching at home, like, oh, it's over.
Yeah,
Like, he's done. Like, the Texas defense looks terrible.
It's scary.
They look terrifying.
It is scary, bro.
They look like the old. They look like the Legion of Boom. They
Yeah,
look like
bro.
that is the best secondary in the league by like. And I love the Patriots secondary. I feel like there are multiple players on the Patriots secondary who could be stars / an All Pro this season with Christian Gonzalez and Marcus Jones. That Texans secondary, dog,
Terrifying.
bro, it's insane.
And they hit
hard.
They hit hard.
Yeah, it's not. You know, usually good defenses be like, yo. Some good defenses be like, well, bend don't break. Kind of like how the Chiefs used to be. No. You gonna earn all that shit.
We just gonna break you.
Yeah, you gonna earn. You want 7, you gonna get 5 and be happy.
Yeah.
That shit is bad. So when you were watching it, of course, just to put the stats on the screen for the mental, 0 touchdowns, 3 picks, worst passer rating game of his career. First game of his career, he was held to 0 touchdowns and 3 picks. Worst performance in his quarterback life almost, because up until the NFL, he was blazing through people.
Yes.
So when you were watching it, and it was kind of like we were watching the evil empire crumble back into dust. Like, what were you seeing from the Texans? Are you worried about the Texans?
So I'm gonna wait to the week 17 to tell you, but I'll tell you now and not tell the audience. The Texans are going to the Super Bowl.
They look terrifying.
The Texans are going to the Super Bowl.
Yo, how do you score 20 on that?
So this is how they're going to do it. Let me do the Chiefs first.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you how the Texans are going to get the Super Bowl. Because the Chiefs, I wanted to answer your question. That's why I said that. Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah.
It's a literal day and night contrast of that offense since Eric Bieniemy left.
Yep.
And I know this because I tried to bring this up on one of the episodes, but we went long on something, and I never got to bring it up. I had the stats, but I deleted them out of my notes. Yeah. But Patrick Mahomes, everything has went down. His yards per game, his passing touchdowns per game, yards per attempt, his touchdown to turnover interception ratio, everything has went down by average and per season. He hasn't thrown as many touchdowns, hasn't thrown as many yards, has thrown for more interceptions, doesn't have a better completion percentage since Eric Bieniemy left. Yeah. It is him. That is the stark difference. I think it's more so Eric Bieniemy left than Matt Nagy is causing a problem.
Okay.
And that is a problem with the Chiefs offense. Secondly, I really thought about what you said. They don't have enough athletes.
Not enough athletes, bro.
They do not have enough athletes. Two things that I noticed that were correct about our analysis yesterday was Xavier Worthy, the field versus just straight line speed and athleticism. Yep. We were completely correct in. And the way I realized we were right in it is because all of their quick hitter games goes to Shree Rice. Yep. And if you have a guy with 4.21 speed, usually you want to get him the ball, catching it forward with the full head of steam.
That's what Rick used to do.
But Rashee Rice has such good feel that they give him the ball because he's nastier in and out of the cuts and getting out of the tight spaces.
The rat guy.
Exactly. So that was the first thing we were correct about. And then secondly, I was like, they don't have enough physically imposing athletes.
Exactly.
Travis Kelce used to be that for them. He's not that anymore. As we spoke about last week with Xavier Worthy, he's just a fast guy, not super athletic. Rashee Rice is more of a gadget, twitchy guy. He's not physically imposing. And so at their running back, tight end, or at their X position, they're missing that. And that is causing a big detriment into their offenses. They don't have anybody on the offensive end that scares you. We speak about the Chiefs' aura a lot and how they had this mystique about them. For sure, true, still stand by that. But part of that mystique was you cannot stop Travis Kelce. You can't stop him.
And they might score any play.
Exactly.
Any play this entire game.
At one point, Tyreek Hill was on the team, like you mentioned earlier. So, that is my point about the Chiefs. Is I think they're missing Eric Bieniemy, and as you said last week, they're missing a physically imposing athlete.
Facts.
To the Texans.
Yes, sir. Talk to me. Got a lot of Houston listeners, by the way. Shout out to niggas in Houston.
Defense wins championships. There's something they don't tell you, though. defense, asterisk in the middle of this, when there are no superheroes in the playoffs, definitely wins championships.
Yes, sir.
With no Joe Burrow,
Yep.
potentially no Lamar Jackson, potentially no Patrick Mahomes.
Yep.
I'll say more than likely, actually,
Yeah.
both of those.
Josh Allen's sweet.
And Josh Allen's team isn't good enough,
Yeah.
as Ish said at the beginning of the year. And this is the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I do think if we go into the playoffs as constructed today,
Yeah.
the Bills should be the favorite.
Mhm.
Because they have the best quarterback. Right now, the AFC playoff goes Denver 1, Patriots are the 2 seed, Jags 3, Steelers 4, Chargers 5, Bills 6, Houston 7. This is my point.
Oh my God, that's terrifying, kid.
Don't worry, you'll get out of it. You'll get out of it. This is why.
Yeah.
And this is why I said that Houston is going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Bills don't have the tiebreaker over the Texans.
Right.
I believe the Bills lose to the Patriots this weekend.
Yeah.
Which means they both have 5 losses.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they both win out.
Yeah.
I believe the Chargers also lose a game, so they're gonna go to the 7th seed. The Chargers, I don't think they're bad. I think they make the playoffs. They just have a very tough schedule. I just don't think they go out, especially with the quarterback has a broken left hand. They're gonna lose a game eventually. It might be to Kansas City this weekend. So I think the wild card teams all have 5 losses because the Texans and the Bills, who I think will be the AFC Championship, the Texans will have the tiebreaker over the Bills. The AFC Championship will be in Houston, and that is why I'm picking them to go to the Super Bowl. This is because they don't have to go to Buffalo. If the Buffalo Bills did what everybody thought they were going to do and had that number 1 seed, I would be picking them. But I do think when you go through Houston, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
I'm going to say this. If I had to do the odds today, I would have Patriots 1, Texans 2. I think, and I really believe this, I think they could go to Buffalo and flood them niggas. I feel like the way the Texans season have gone is very reminiscent to another team, but they don't have the pedigree of that team.
Okay.
They look like the 03 Patriots, where you missed the playoffs in 02 with Tom Brady. Niggas didn't know what was going on with Brady. Niggas didn't know, like, is he regressing? He had a great year before. In 03, it started rough. It started like, what's going on? And then eventually a switch was flipped on the defense that carried them until their quarterback figured it out. Yeah. And that is the scariest thing about the Texans for me, why I think they are the second best team in the AFC, could win the Super Bowl. I had them before the year. I thought they was going to compete for a Super Bowl. I had CJ Stroud as MVP. Yeah. But they are literally a sleeping giant.
Literally, bro.
Like, if CJ gets hot, what CJ has done several times in his career and has the talent to, we're not going to talk about Nico Collins, who y'all call it Julio Jones, which is crazy. But
why would they do that?
Why would they call him Julio Jones?
Julio Jones, bro.
Right. But for 3 games, first of all, you're not scoring 24 on them.
No.
So the game is 24. If CJ Stroud scores 28 points, the game is over.
Ooh, yes.
Because that is, I think, and that is, like you mentioned, defense with championships. There's another phrase I love. Defense travels.
Yes.
Defense travels.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Yes.
So if I'm looking into the AFC, Denver got 10 wins. They could finish the 2 seed. I think they smacked Denver.
Yep.
And it's kind of what you mentioned earlier about no superheroes in the AFC. It's no quarterback I trust versus them. Drake May is going to win the MVP. I love Drake May to death. Like, I love Drake May. I am definitely one of those Drake May Patriots fans. I'm not sure if I trust him against him because I don't know who I would trust against him. It feels like the 2018, the Jacksonville Jaguars run.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels like. And there's no Tom Brady.
Exactly. And that's the thing. It took a superhero in Tom Brady to get it out of there, down 10 points in the 4th quarter. So unless you were going to have an offensive line that's ready to protect.
Yep.
Wide receivers that's ready to separate.
Yep.
And quarterbacks who are ready to, like,
get hit
hard.
Yes.
Man, it's going to be a tough. And looking over across the pond, like to the NFC, Well, I don't know if there's a lot of teams that want to see the Texans.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, the Texans are surging. They're getting hot at the right time. CJ, the concussion is never good, but the injury itself, I think, will slow the game down for him and made him realize he doesn't have to press. He doesn't have to do too much.
Right.
He got to learn from a veteran in David Mills and see that this does not have to be so difficult.
Right.
This does not have to be so strange. Strange, that's the wrong word. But this does not have to be so strenuous on your mental. You don't have to make a play every possession. Right. You can let your receivers do work yards after the catch. You can let your run game carry you, and you can trust your defense, so just don't put the ball in harm's way.
Right.
And I think he is learning. I believe they're going to get better as the season goes on. Their schedule at the end of the season is pretty soft, I want to say.
They play the Colts again.
They do play the Colts again, and they play. Oh my God, I can't believe this happens to me every time I try to do. There it is. They play the Cardinals, sweet money. Yeah. Yes, they play the Cardinals, Raiders, Chargers, and Colts. Like that's one game I think they'll lose when that's the Chargers. I mean, not even think they lose. That one game they can lose. Yeah. Everybody else are gonna wash. They're gonna destroy. Yeah. Like that. I hope Geno Smith sits out that game. If Geno Smith plays against that Texans defense, he may never get to play football again. So
like it is a danger. Like that's the thing. If the Steelers play the Texans in the playoffs, like
Aaron Rodgers should be worried.
Like phically, I'm scared for you.
Yeah.
Like before the game, niggas was trying to talk to Will Anderson. He said, "Bro, you ignoring me." He said, "Bro, I was talking to God, trying to get my mind right." What the fuck? That's
yo,
coming off the edge.
Yo, crazy dog. So. I'm impressed with Houston. I'm disappointed in Kansas City at 6-7. Like I said, 1-5 on the road this year. Patrick Mahomes has led them in rushing in 4 games. They are 0-4 in those games. It has just been a season from hell from them. They need to retool in the offseason. And my last question to you about Kansas City is top 20 draft pick. Where would you go?
It's hard because you just drafted Xavier Worthy. But top 20, you got to go get best running back available.
Okay.
You have to go get best running back available. I personally, for me, but that's the thing. NFL draft is so weird because like GMs will have like 40 different rules. I don't draft this. I don't draft that. He got to go to this type of school. Listen, the Kansas City Chiefs need a difference maker in the backfield in some way. Either a short yardage difference maker, long speed, or someone who can help them in the pass game. But right now, it feels like they have none of those things.
I completely agree with you, Ish. I'm doing the first thing I'm doing is trading up because you don't have to trade up far for running back. So if I'm at 21, 22, or 19, I'm trading up to 12, 11, and I'm drafting Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. That's who I'm going to get. That's who I'm going to get because I need somebody that, like I said, I need a freak athlete. I need somebody that in the backfield that takes the pressure off of Mahomes to have to be a superhero. And that's exactly what the Ravens got in Derrick Henry. That's what the Bills got in James Cook. That's what I'm missing one team. That's what the Eagles got in Saquon Barkley. The Niners with Christian McCaffrey. You want a nice running back to take the pressure off of your quarterback. I don't care how good your quarterback is. The best years of every year the Patriots went to the Super Bowl, other than 07, they ran the ball well. The year the Packers went to the Super Bowl, they ran the ball well. Teams that go to the Super Bowl, they run the ball.
You have to.
You have to. So I think their receiving core gets better if they can run the ball.
Exactly.
So I'm going running back, then I'm going 2 offensive linemen, then I'm going tight end.
I like it.
And I'm building they have a little cap space, so I'm trying to build through the defense through free agency because their defensive scheme is always great. I think they can plug and play a few pieces in draft late. All right.
Yeah. Sorry.
Shout out to Houston.
Shout out to Houston, man.
Now, there's one more team on the brink of collapse.
Yep.
This one we're not as surprised about.
We called this one, actually.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, this is a different one. Damn, I've been hustling. I'm on the high street.
Oh, who are you talking about?
Colts.
Oh, the Colts, bruh.
Actually, get DRB, man.
Actually,
get DRB,
hold on, man. Hold on. Before we go into another collapse. Yeah, let's go to the Colts real quick. I want to say, if they let Phillip Rivers play quarterback, everyone in that organization should be fired, except for Shawty that be on the sideline with the notebook.
Shout out to Shawty
and the Giuseppe.
Shout out to the coach. That's the owner. You can't fire the owner. Shout out her.
Everyone else has to go. Carly Ursay. Everyone has to go if they let a 40.
You not fucking with this Phillip Rivers?
Yo, go call Cam Newton. Go call Big Ben. Go call Brady.
No, it's Phillip Rivers though. Like that's the thing. Phillip Rivers got that dog in him.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay?
Yo,
Like,
they said Phillip Rivers running the Colts offense in high school. That's what they said. That's what I read. That's what they said.
I read that, and I dead ass was like, these are the moments I wish I worked at ESPN with you and we had our own show so I could jump on the table and throw computers.
Yo.
Because what the fuck do you mean Phillip Rivers is the offensive coordinator in a high school in Montana running the Colts offense?
Imagine being that 11th grade quarterback reading the playbook. Like, yeah, listen, identify the safety, get the protection. This is kill. Yo, kill. Why didn't you kill it? Like,
Dude, Phillip Rivers, the last time Phillip Rivers played football was 3 weeks before Tom Brady won a Super Bowl.
Jesus Christ.
Ish.
That's tough.
Ish.
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Ish. The last time Phillip Rivers played football.
Was that 5 years ago?
Tom Brady was 3 weeks away from winning his Super Bowl.
Is that legit 5 years?
That was legit 5 years ago.
That first hit, they might have to hit that nigga with a defibrillator. Like, they might have to clear. Like, yo, get this nigga back up. Like,
if Dexter Lawrence touches Phillip Rivers next year, it's gonna be 26 kids without the father.
Yo, let me say this.
It's irresponsible.
I'm supporting it off the pure strength. I know Phillip Rivers really wanted to do it. Like, Phillip Rivers, I know he wanted to do it. There's 2 facts why I know he wanted to do it. First, he had just signed to the Chargers to retire as a Charger like a month ago. Second, and I don't know if he'll be I wouldn't put him in, but, this is his potential. This will be his Hall of Fame season. So he is willing to push his Hall of Fame season 5 more years to go out there one more time and hand that bitch to Jonathan Taylor. Yo, shout out for Rivers, man. What a dog, nigga. Oh, my God.
Hey, if you guys ever wanted to know if having 15 kids was a bad idea, a 44-year-old guy is coming 5 years out of retirement to come play football for 2 months to get an escape. He's trying to escape. That's why I'm giving him a little grace. It's because this is more for him and his mental than it is for anything else. He can't take it anymore. He's exhausted. They won't stop talking to him.
Right.
They always want to hang out and shit.
Bro, that's the thing with 16 kids, you're never bored. You will never be bored again in your life with 16 kids. Listen.
None of them are in college yet. They're all just at the fucking house all the time. Just always there. Hey. It's like I bought a house with 9 bedrooms and y'all still in my fucking room.
Hey, another thing. Nigga,
fuck it, I'm going to practice.
Another thing. Nigga, mouths to feed. Christmas coming up. Christmas with 16 kids.
Inflation in everybody, nigga. Fuck you talking about?
Yo, what did we say? Recession indicator. Do quarterbacks stay retired? Yo, Phillip Rivers at 44, legit finna lace him up one more time.
Boy, that's a fool, dog.
I hope. Listen, and just to hit the Colts. Wow, what a tough couple weeks. I mean, listen. When I got up here, I was like, yo, the Colts finna miss the playoffs. I thought that was as bad as it could get. Nope. No, sir. Sorry. I really don't know what to tell you. Like, that is probably the worst 3 weeks of fandom I could ever, like.
That's like up there with trading Luka.
Damn near.
Like you go from real deal. Oh my God, we're finna make the playoffs. It's no Patrick Mahomes. It's no Lamar Jackson. The Bills aren't that good.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones looks good. Yep. We got the best player in the league, arguably, in Jonathan Taylor.
Just got Sauce.
Our defense is nasty. We got Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
Sauce hurt. Daniel hurt. Coach dead. Phillip Rivers. Whoa. Wow.
Yo, I was like, they said Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. So I said, shit. Daniel Jones don't got no contract. That's tough. No first round pick the next 2 years.
That's tough.
I texted my mom. I said, Daniel Jones tore his Achilles. She said, who is that? So that's who y'all traded for Sauce. She said, oh. Like, the next 2 years of Colts football, listen, that's the thing. Like, what's after Phillip Rivers?
Anthony Richardson. You better hope he work hard.
Hey.
You better hope he got some work ethic, because that's all y'all got hope in.
I ain't gonna lie. Listen, give Mac Jones a call. Get Mac Jones on the line, bro.
That's who I'm calling.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Like
Kyler Murray.
Tyler would be tough. They don't like black quarterbacks in Indianapolis, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But like the Phillip Rivers thing, just to close the Phillip Rivers shit. If this goes well, this is why I think you're right. Because if this goes well and Phillip Rivers starts a playoff game, he will not leave it on his 2 feet.
Nope.
He will not leave that on his 2
He gonna leave giving a thumbs up on the stretcher.
like a dog.
To his 16 kids.
Like a fucking demon. like y'all play the Texans in 2 weeks. Like,
he gonna be doing weird shit with his fingers to signal his kids. 16 of them. They all got different signs and
bro,
shit.
he gotta go play the Texans to get into the playoffs, bro. You think them niggas not big on mercy, nigga? What? Listen, I ain't gonna lie. First play, I'm sending the slot blitz. I'm sending the corner.
I'm sending a double corner blitz. Try me, dude. You know how fast football has to feel after not playing for 5 years? You know how scary this shit has to feel? You ever not played basketball for a long time and just went and played pickup?
Yo.
Imagine going to play professional fucking football. With niggas with playoff money, implications, you trying to get incentives, niggas need 2 sacks for $100,000 and shit. Niggas out there ready to murder.
Will Anderson looking at Myles Garrett like, I need that pay. I need that money, nigga. Like, you standing in front of my bag? Like, this is how I feed my family.
Yeah,
like,
bro. They're not, but that's irresponsible. Irresponsible.
But on to my next favorite collapse, which we also did see coming. And I felt good about that because my take was a little, niggas like, you don't think the Eagles may win another game? Maybe not. The Eagles went out there, and listen, I want to shout out Monsters, Inc., first of all. Because I fuck with Monsters, Inc. I don't know if you saw the broadcast. But I fuck with Monsters, Inc.
Sully had a day,
Yo,
boy.
I fuck with James P. Sullivan, nigga. The greatest to ever do it.
They said James P. Sully has signed a 5-year, $700 million contract.
Nah, he do that shit. He do it all, bro. That nigga was getting sacks. He had a pick, nigga. He forced a fumble, forced a second fumble.
Nigga's incredible, bro.
Let me ask.
Oh fuck.
Just to start this topic, because Daniel doesn't know the question I'm gonna ask. Why did Kevin Patullo throw those picks?
What the fuck, dude?
Why do you think the play call was, hey, Jalen, fumble it twice? All right, I don't want a serious question. What's wrong? What's up? Is it time? Are we finally here?
So the Eagles have 8 turnovers in the last 3 games. We are going into week 15. Yeah. They have 6 games under 20 points. 6. Saquon Barkley has more games under 60 yards than he does over 100. They have a losing record when A.J. Brown has 100 yards receiving.
And that's their biggest problem. He need that.
So I have 2 things. Mm-hmm. One, not having continuity within your offense is extremely detrimental on a year-to-year basis, and this is the outcome of consistently losing offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
2, the quarterback obviously has deficiencies that the big 4 quarterbacks, big 5 soon with Drake Mays, big 6 maybe if Jaden Daniels can get healthy. Yep. That group of elite quarterbacks, they just don't have those deficiencies.
Right.
And you're seeing it come to play in games like this where the first pick is literally laughable. Like, you threw the ball directly to
who are you throwing at?
What were you looking at? The second pick, like, AJ, sure, he could have caught it, but you threw a high.
That's a hospital
duck.
ball.
It's a literal the ball is twirling like this.
Yeah.
So it's like if you threw a perfect spiral, I think AJ comes down with that. But you threw a duck over the middle with a linebacker and a safety coming down on the nigga that's trying to preserve his life.
Yeah.
He's not Phillip Rivers.
I threw the ball to me all year. I got to go across the fucking I-20 highway.
Yeah, no. So that pick was horrible. Yeah. The pick to end the game was what the fuck? Yeah, what were you looking at?
Nasty,
what were you looking at, Jalen? No. I have no idea. So it's bad, bro. Yeah. He just does not look good. I do think AJ dropped a really big pass, but AJ hadn't had a drop all year. It's gonna happen.
And it was a rake out. Like, that's a good play. Like, DBs get paid too. Like,
you feel me? So I just think that their quarterback has some deficiencies and they have no continuity in their offense. Yeah. And lastly, I want to be honest, bro. They don't like each other. We said this last week. Bro. Yeah. Yo, we can see you.
Yeah, like
we can see you guys, okay?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. The Ravens have had a season from hell. Where's the drama?
None.
The Kansas City Chiefs have had a season from hell. Yeah. Where's the drama? The Cincinnati Bengals have had a second year in a row of a season from hell. Yep. Other than Jamar Chase spitting on Jalen Ramsey, where's the drama?
It's literally just Jamar Chase doing shit.
Like, the San Francisco 49ers literally fell apart. They have a receiver that won't play for them.
He quit.
He quit. He literally fucking quit.
He's like, you know what? I don't even like football.
like their best two all-pro, best in the world level defensive players tore everything in the body.
At least one Hall of Famer.
Like, at least, more than likely two. I don't know how Nick Bosa doesn't make the Hall of Fame. Yeah. So, like, it's teams around the league that don't have this type of drama, don't have this type of story coming out of them. Mm-hmm. They just do not.
Right.
And Dallas is the only team that's talked about as much as Philadelphia. Mm-hmm. And it's not drama related. It's just, hey, we're the Cowboys, we're going to talk about something.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's coincidental. I would be naive to think it is coincidental that the one team in the NFL that has all the drama surrounding them is the one team in the NFL when they play look like they don't like each other.
Right.
The Ravens at least look like they fighting for each other.
Right?
Chris Jones is out there, please come on, getting the crowd into it, talking to the offense. Like, everybody that is fighting and down and out, the Bengals in the snow, giving it they all.
Like it's a playoff game.
Like nobody out there in long sleeve and shit. Yeah. Like, niggas out there ready to die for this shit, dog. Like, it's snow on the ground. The niggas don't got on the sleeves.
That shit had me heated. I love it. That's football weather. I love that shit.
So I just think the Eagles don't like each other. The offense has no continuity, and the quarterback has obvious deficiencies that they have not been able to overcome this year because they don't have a run game, and his success is predicated on a run.
Right.
What about you?
Jalen, it's time. It's time to have that conversation, Jalen. And you know what? You know, so interesting. The last thing the fourth pick you said, what was he looking at? And you know what? That fourth pick for me encapsulated everything wrong with the Eagles' offense right now, and wrong with Jalen Hurts and his game right now.
Yeah.
You know what that was?
What?
That's a Patrick Mahomes throw. There's someone above him, lower, but I have the arm strength and talent to get it to his inside shoulder before they can get there. Jalen Hurts, you do not have that arm strength. That is a Josh Allen. You know what? Maybe it's not the best. We've seen Josh Allen do this a million times.
He did it to Shakir earlier that day.
Literally.
That was disgusting.
Literally. It's like, you know what? That's not open. I'm going to throw it so hard, even if he don't catch it, it won't get picked.
Yeah.
Jalen, you don't have that arm strength.
No.
You are watching Jalen Hurts try to enter a room he cannot get in.
Yep.
And that is what's causing so much frustration for the entire team. And I don't know if it's his fault. I don't know if it's Kevin Wild's fault. I don't know if it's Philly Twitter fault that has gassed his head up to think he is one of these elite top tier QBs that can't be questioned. But Jalen, that is not you, my nigga. It isn't. And if there's any evidence of it, this has to be the season. Like, yes, you played amazing with Shane Steichen. So did Daniel Jones. So did Phillip Rivers. So did a lot of niggas. But every time I feel like we have this Eagles conversation, it's two elephants in the room. It's Nick Sirianni and it's Jalen Hurts. And it can't be. My thing is, it's got to be at least one. You can't tell me it's neither. You can't point at Nick Sirianni. They can't point at Nick Sirianni's record and say, well, he wins. He must be a great coach. Okay, shout out to Brad Pitt and Moneyball. If he's a great coach, why don't he coach great? And same thing for Jalen Hurts. If he's a great quarterback, why isn't he a great quarterback? Why is the glaring hole on this team an elite quarterback? Because you know who I know who is not? It's not that defense. Shout out Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Zach Bond.
Yeah.
Demons. All of them.
Yeah.
You know who it's not? Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Shout out Alabama. And even if he dropped one, I know it's not A.J. Brown.
It is not.
It's not Landon Dickerson.
Saquon Barkley got some good blocks. Look like Saquon Barkley again.
Look, listen, it looked real weird watching him break off. I was like, oh, that's how it's supposed to look. And of course, that was like manufactured. But listen, he looked fast.
Yeah.
Saquon, you just don't forget how to be an elite player. The problem is that Eagles' offense is limited because Jalen Hurts is limited.
Yeah.
There are things Jalen Hurts can't do. There are things he's uncomfortable doing. And if the Eagles aren't able to dictate what they do start to finish, I don't trust them in any game.
Yeah, I just think the Eagles are in the position where they're going to make the playoffs because they play the Commanders twice. I was going to come here and say the Dallas Cowboys had a real chance of catching them until I realized Jaden isn't going to play. They play the Raiders and the Commanders twice, so they're going to make the playoffs. Right. But will they get out of the first round of the playoffs because they cannot play an NFC South team? Which is everybody's praying they get to do, but people are praying for two things to happen in the NFC
Carolina.
I was about to say they're praying Carolina win that fucking division, and they are praying that they get them the first round.
Oh God!
But yeah, they can't play Carolina, so they're going to play Detroit, Chicago, or San Francisco. That's who they're playing in the first round. Those are the three teams on the bubble. That's who's going to make the playoffs in my opinion. They're not beating any of them.
No.
They could beat Chicago. They could beat Chicago at home in Philly. Caleb Williams' first playoff game.
Right.
They could beat Chicago. They're not beating San Francisco or Detroit.
I ain't gonna lie. San Francisco might. San Francisco's gonna end that shit.
Robert Saleh is a hell of a defensive coordinator.
He's gonna end that shit.
So I'm optimistic for them to make the playoffs. I think we'll see a few flashes because they have a few warm-up games with the Raiders and Commanders defense being bad. They have time to get it together, and then once they get it together, Jalen in the playoffs is good. Yeah. There's nothing we can say about it.
Well, Tampa, that one, the last.
I'm not going to count that. I'm going to say you had 2 out of the 3 years you made the playoffs, you went to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
That's how we have to look at it.
That's right.
So I don't know if I'm ready to say I'm completely out on the Eagles. But I am ready to say Jalen Hurts can no longer enter the top 5 quarterback conversations. No, the eye test just doesn't, it does not give it. It does not show it. Even when Lamar looks bad, his looking bad is like,
oh shit,
damn, that nigga cool.
Yeah.
like
he almost did some shit I've never seen before.
Josh Allen has 19 for 30,000 and will have a rush or a throw that's like, still Josh Allen.
That's Josh Allen.
Patrick Mahomes, same thing. Like, even when they play bad, you still see it. When Jalen Hurts looks bad, he looks like a bottom 5 quarterback in football. And at his best this year, he still hasn't looked like a top 5 quarterback. Right. So I just think we have to temper our expectations on Jalen.
Yeah. I think I'm damn near willing to take a step further. I feel like he should not be in a top 10 until we see something close to what we saw in 2022. I won't even say last year. Because while he did play good last year, it wasn't like the year he almost won MVP.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out on the Eagles permanently. I said that a long time ago when we was talking, I think earlier this year, but I don't trust Nick Sirianni. I don't trust that offense. And in the NFC, I don't think it's one team in the NFC I would pick them to beat other than whoever comes out the NFC South.
So
I think the Rams smashed them. I think the Seahawks was smashing them. I think the 49ers smashed them.
They are Jalen in the playoffs is 2,500 yards total, 18 total touchdowns and only 3 turnovers, and that is very impressive. So that's my thing. Like, you have to trust him in the playoffs. You have to believe he's a big game player, and you just have to trust that experience. And this is the caveat I will say. I do think they beat Seattle because I trust Sam Darnold in big games less than I trust Philly. So it's two teams I'm picking if they match up against that Chicago and Seattle. Okay. I don't think it's over for Philly, but Philly has to show me something for me to have confidence in it, and that's where I'll end it.
I like that.
All right, on to Ish's division rival, man. Josh Allen had the best game of his season this year. It was so good. People are putting him back in the MVP conversation, and you can't even be mad at it. Yeah. If you watch that game, I watched that whole game, bro. Yeah. He looked incredible, bro. Right. It was one of the best games of the year so far. Joe Burrow did things that Joe Burrow does, and then no one blamed him for it. Joe Burrow threw two picks to end the game. I turned on Turf First Take on Monday, and they said I feel so bad for Joe Burrow.
Nobody cares. Oh, poor Joe Burrow.
What?
Yeah, he threw 2 picks.
I'd be like, yo, where am I living, dude? What society is
Yeah, I'm telling you, like Joe Burrow was like, oh yeah, no expectations ever,
bro?
ever. Anything you do is like, oh, great job, Joe. Like,
But to the Bills, somebody that I actually fuck with, Mr. Superman, dog. He has taken the title from Cam Newton and is carrying it well. I'm not even mad at it.
Yep.
Like, Josh, dog, that 3rd and 15 run he had was ridiculous.
Yes,
that
sir.
4th, it's something about watching Josh Allen run 40 yards in the snow that is like, this is what football is supposed to look like.
Telling you, nigga,
like,
I was telling was here, niggas talking about playing football in the dome, nigga. That is how you play football.
that's what it's supposed to look like,
yep.
boy. But yeah, Josh Allen played an incredible game. Ish, my question to you is, can Josh Allen be Superman for 3 playoff games and get them to a Super Bowl?
No, sir. No, sir. I would not. I do not think they make it out the wild card round in the AFC. I genuinely don't think so because I feel like the wild card round is going to be like whoever makes it through, unless it's Pittsburgh. I think like we talked about. I still think it's going to be Baltimore. Man, if y'all fuck around and play Baltimore that first game, like I think Baltimore send them home. I feel like the Bills roster top to bottom is just not good enough. I think when you play the Bengals, yeah, you can be Superman versus the Bengals defense for sure. You're not doing that shit versus the Texans. You're not doing that shit versus the Patriots. You're not doing that shit versus. I don't think you can do that versus the Broncos defense. Like, I just don't think he is. If Diggs was still there, maybe. If they had a couple players on defense you thought could change the game, maybe. But there is not. The Bills are Kansas City North. They just in a sweeter division.
Yeah.
They're literally just the same thing. They're just in an easier division.
And with the easier schedule.
Literally. So I listen, last week, a hell of a game for him. Definitely did not change my long term.
That's the funny thing, bro. And we be here.
Yeah.
I was coming here to say, yo, I'm gonna be honest. If the Ravens and the Chiefs were in the Bills position with the Bills schedule, they would have the same record and we would have the same questions.
Yeah.
We'd be like Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, they're amazing, but I don't know if they can carry them through the playoffs because we don't know about their team. It would look the exact same. So I'm not going to get too high or too low just because Josh Allen looked like I know Josh Allen can look.
Right.
Not taking anything away from him again. That was one of the best football games a quarterback has played this year.
Right.
And I watched that game. I was thoroughly enjoyed. I was watching that game and the Ravens game, and every time Lamar Jackson would do some cool shit, Josh Allen would do some cool shit in the second half. It was amazing watching that go back and forth. And then I had Shador at the bottom left going crazy.
That was one of the best Sunday watches.
It was a great Sunday. It was a great quad box Sunday for real. So, and then the Packers and Bears game was incredible.
Yeah, shout out Caleb.
But Josh is in a position that is not fair.
Yeah.
Where all the pressure is going to be on him. If Lamar don't make this playoff, and it's no Lamar, no Pat.
Yeah.
And he don't get to the Super Bowl,
bro,
it's never happening.
That's
it's not happening.
Nope.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
The teams are getting too. The Broncos aren't going nowhere. The Broncos in that defense aren't going nowhere for a while. The Texans in that defense aren't going nowhere for a while. Kansas City, Baltimore's retooling. The Patriots in your own division is not going anywhere for a while. The Miami Dolphins is a. I'm not even gonna do that. Yeah. But those
Jets just got
5 teams
first.
Damn.
The Jets just got the Colts team first next 2 years.
Like, so those 5 teams are here, bro. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like if you can't do it with your arch nemesis and the only other guy you get compared to, and we haven't even mentioned the Bengals. The Bengals.
No,
you can't do it this year, bro. When are you gonna do it? Yeah. And that's unfair, but when you're that great, it comes with pressure.
Listen, winning in the NFL is hard. Winning in the NFL is hard.
Yeah.
And it's funny because like across all my sport fandoms, I carry the same thing where like if you win, I have you on a different level than other people. And there are people who like have the talent to be in that other group or have like the opportunity or something. It just never fell right. It's hard.
Yeah.
It is hard to win and compete at a high level.
Yeah.
And for Josh, like, bro, the thing is, those windows close way quicker than you thought they would.
Way quicker.
You didn't think the Patriots? No, but we didn't think the Patriots were going to win the division this year.
Yeah.
Be the number 1 seed in your division with more cap space, and they're younger than you, and they've probably got a better coach, and everybody on their team is locked up long term already.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Somewhat of a TikTok question.
Mm-hmm.
As constructed right now, is Josh Allen the scariest player in the entire NFL playoffs?
No.
Who would that be?
In the entire NFL playoffs? Damn, I'm trying to think. He low key might.
Yeah.
Just one player?
Just one player.
This is gonna be a cop out answer. All right, I'll give you 2 answers. Just off the first time you asked me that question, I thought of Jahmyr Gibbs because I feel like Jahmyr Gibbs could beat you by himself in these playoff games, which also Josh Allen could do. But my runner-up answer would damn near be Jonathan Taylor. Okay. I fear Jonathan Taylor more than I fear Josh Allen, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
Because I feel like...
Explain that one. We just said the Colts weren't going to make the playoffs as well.
Yeah, that's facts. But, yeah, that's true. This is why. I feel like the way you beat the Bills is... It's easier to stop Josh Allen the way you would have to than it would be to stop Jonathan Taylor. Because I feel like... Or Jahmyr Gibbs. Let's just say Jahmyr Gibbs because he's actually going to be in the playoffs. For you to stop Jahmyr Gibbs, y'all have to come in and execute, on defense the entire game to stop him. To stop Josh Allen, we just got to run that bitch, baby. We just got to keep him on the sideline. Like, that's the thing. You can minimize Josh Allen by changing the game like the Bengals. You can do that because you're going to have 15 possessions. We're going to score. It's going to be you get 7 possessions to score to 7 possessions. If you are running the ball, controlling the clock, keeping their offense in check because they're not explosive, they could have 10 drives the whole game. But with Jonathan Taylor or Jahmyr Gibbs, you just there is no shortcut to it. I mean, there's a shortcut to keeping Josh Allen off the field because their defense is so bad. You'll never have to, really stand up in front of Josh Allen and be like, yo, we got to stop him. Gibbs, Jonathan Taylor, it's like the only way to stop them is stop them. There is no shortcut to do it.
So my disagreement with the Jonathan Taylor point is his quarterback. There's no other threat on him on the field. No, we're not shouting up Phillip Rivers. I veto that. No, fuck Phillip Rivers.
Big Phil.
But
17.
But I think that Jonathan Taylor's quarterback situation takes him out of this conversation because that's the only guy on the offense now.
Right.
Jahmyr Gibbs would be my second answer after Jonathan Taylor. I love that answer for Jahmyr Gibbs. The reason I'm going Josh Allen over Jahmyr Gibbs is because Josh Allen touches the ball every play.
That's fair.
Your reasoning for keeping Josh Allen off of the field makes sense, and it is true. But you can also have that same game plan with the Detroit Lions because the Detroit Lions offense itself is explosive.
Right.
So you want to keep their entire offense off the field. So, the Rams are going to go in there in the NFC Championship and be like, hey, we're going to try to run the ball and keep them off the field. Sure. But if you do that with Josh Allen, you're still giving the ball to Josh Allen every single play. With Jahmyr Gibbs, if you get up by 10, if you get up by 7, that might take 6-7 carries away from Jahmyr Gibbs. There's no taking the ball out of Josh Allen while they have the ball on offense, and you got to give it to him at some point.
And then let me say this also. This may be like a trick answer, but I am not worried about Josh Allen's Superman mode, as much as I would be a few years ago, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I feel like this team just is so bad. Him going Superman mode would hurt them more than it's going to help them long run. Because I don't think he could sustain that over 1 game, 2 game, 3 game against elite teams and elite defenses.
And that was the point that I felt so bad about. I worded that horribly. I'm sorry, I know. But I felt so bad when I was thinking about that today. Like, damn, the sports is just so bitter, so sweet, so bittersweet. Because it's like, all right, Patrick Mahomes isn't in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson is not in the playoffs.
Right.
Joe Burrow, not in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the Houston Texans defense and the Patriots defense and the Denver Broncos defense.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all are paying attention. I know how I speak about their quarterback, but the Jacksonville Jaguars defense. It's like the one year you get the playoffs to yourself, you got to deal with 3 of the 12 best defense of the decade.
Right. So it reminds me of this quote. It's like, listen, the devil you know is way better than the one you don't. That is the thing. It was like, man, I just wish I could get 1 playoffs without Mahomes, without Lamar, and then what you get in return is the hardest playoff run you've had so far somehow.
The best defense with the team with the best defense, with arguably the best 4 names on their defensive line and the best secondary in the league. And the other best defense is the team that's about to break the sack record and has the second best secondary in the league. And your third opponent is your division opponent that has the third best secondary in the league. And the way you beat the Bills, as we always say, you send 5 or 6 every big down and you man up and you make the receivers beat you. All 3 of those teams that they're going to face can do that. So it is so funny that despite Josh Allen getting the playoffs to himself, he still has to overcome the defense that is meant to stop him.
1,000%.
Like so poetic about that. I think Josh Allen is the scariest player left in the playoffs. I'm excited for him. If the Ravens don't make the playoffs, I would be rooting for Josh to get the Super Bowl. I would be rooting for it. I would be rooting for him or Matt Stafford. Actually,
I am rooting for the Rams.
I'm rooting for Matt, bro. I like you. That's a Georgia boy. You know how I feel. I met AJ Green, so I feel like But we were about to get into the top 5 contenders in the NFL. We haven't done a list in a while. That's cap, but we haven't done a sports list in a while. There we go. And this is the list of contenders, not the best teams in the NFL this year are in this moment. This is who do we think is the most likely to win the Super Bowl. So, Ish, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can start off for sure. We're going to go 5-1 just to bring back an old favorite to this show. So we do good until our good is better and our better is best. Yeah. Shout out Ben Johnson and the Bears. I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
Okay.
I am for sure back. Best running game in the league. Getting D linemen back, turning the ball over. Hot defense is always great for playoff runs. But keep it short because we'll talk about it later. 4, Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
Mike, listen, Mike's taking over that defense. JSN, elite. They have talent everywhere that is super young. Veteran leadership of Cooper Kupp in the slot, who's having a sneaky good, wide receiver 2 pass the torch season. But right here, top 3, it's a big line. Right here. Did you see it? Just a big line, y'all. Number 3, Houston Texans.
There we go.
This defense is not a joke. It is not a game. They are serious. If you, like I said earlier, you going for 8 yards, you're going to take 5 and be happy.
Yes,
they are going to batter your quarterback to death. And the scariest part about it is at any point, CJ can go back to being a great quarterback. And then you cannot compete with him. Then you cannot compete with them. That is probably the scariest part about the Texans. At number 2, not really hometown hero, but Matt Stafford, LA Rams, got everything you need. 2 elite number 1 receivers, Hall of Fame head coach, Super Bowl winning quarterback. Defense looks amazing. They got 3 great running backs. Shout out to University of Michigan, Blake Corum. Everything you need. And at number 1, of course, friend to the show, Mike Vrabel. Drake, quotation marks, Drake May, coming out of the AFC, number 1 seed, MVP level quarterback, elite coaching, talent everywhere, offense, defense, situational. Those are my top 5 contenders in the NFL for this season.
Top 5 contenders in the NFL. At number 5, I am starting with Ish's team, the New England Patriots. The only reason they are not higher is due to a lack of experience. Number 4, I have the Superman, the superhero in the NFL right now, Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. Although I do not love the roster, I love the quarterback more than I love any other quarterback left in the playoffs, and I do believe Josh Allen is the scariest player left in the playoffs. Number 3, Ish and I are on the same page, the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans, defense wins championships. Defense, parentheses, when there is only one superhero left in the quarterback, definitely wins championships. I love the Houston Texans. At number 2, a team that has taken me a while to come around on, the Green Bay Packers. I love what I have seen from the Packers. Jordan Love only has 4 interceptions on the year. He has looked amazing over the last few weeks. Micah Parsons has drastically changed that defense. He has looked incredible this year. I love that team. I love that defense. Packers are number 2. And at number 1, the Los Angeles Rams.
I like it.
Matt Stafford, Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Sean McVay, and soon to be announced Aaron Donald.
No. Like, listen, y'all can't joke about that. We cannot joke about shit like that.
I'm praying Aaron Donald comes out of retirement for this run. Just play one regular season game and then jump into the playoffs, baby. But I do think they are the best team in the NFL. They are the number one contender. They would be my pick today to come out of the NFC and meet I'll let you know later in the AFC. But yes, top 5 contenders: Patriots, Bills, Texans, Packers, Rams. And that leads us to the NFC North.
Yes, sir.
Last football segment of the day. Packers, Lions, Bears.
Yes, sir.
Not Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Nope. Packers, Lions, and Bears. Ish.
Yes, sir.
What team in the NFC North do you trust the most to make the Super Bowl?
To make the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Listen, they were for sure on my list, so bit of a spoiler. Shout out to the TikTok. If you haven't seen the TikTok, go watch the TikTok like that because you just saw it be made live. But give me Caleb Williams, give me Ben Johnson, and give me the Bears. I feel like I trust the Bears more than I trust the Lions and the Packers for one reason. I do not think the Packers are going to play the way they'll need to win 3 playoff games. And let me explain. I feel like in the playoffs, and you've seen this entire regular season, Ben Johnson is not going to put it all on Caleb Williams' shoulders. He refuses to put it all on Caleb Williams' shoulders. They have elite run game, 2 good running backs. They're best run team in the league. They are going to stay balanced. Yeah. They're not going to ask him to go be Superman. They're not going to ask him to go prove that he deserves a $200 million contract or play the way he needs, play a certain way. With that being said, the flip side, I feel like, one, the Packers, it's between the Packers and the Bears for me. We'll get to the Lions after that. But I don't trust Jordan Love. I don't trust the Packers. And it's something going on there. I don't know what it is with Matt LaFleur and the Green Bay media and what the whispers are, but no extension. We go all in on Micah. It feels like they want to take a leap this season, and I don't trust Jordan Love can be your best offensive player in a trip to the Super Bowl, if that makes sense. Okay. I feel like if he was in a situation like the 49ers or even like the Bears where you have multiple elite skill positions that you could go to, I don't feel like the Packers have that unless Christian Watson is going to be demon the rest of the playoffs. Now, to the Lions, shout out Barry. No disrespect, Barry. Y'all sacrificed the Lions so the Pistons could hoop. I get it. But the Lions simply are not healthy enough, are not good enough. Do not trust Jared Goff outside. Do not trust Jared Goff losing. And do not trust Jared Goff under pressure.
Okay. So, I am going to go Packers, Lions, Bears. The reason I am going to go that way is I'll start from the back.
Yeah.
I put the Bears in the back because I do agree with you.
Right.
The Bears and Ben Johnson will not force Caleb to win them a playoff game.
Right.
But the team they are playing will force Caleb to win them a playoff game.
I like that.
And that is what scares me.
Okay.
I do not think Caleb is accurate enough to win 3 playoff games in a row. He misses 2 routinely on passes he should not. I think Caleb has had a great year, by the way.
Yeah.
I am encouraged by what I have seen. Creeping into the top 10 quarterback list. He's creeping into, okay, maybe he is the guy we thought he is going to be.
Right.
But I am not ready to say they're real contenders because Caleb is not accurate enough when it matters most, and he still has a wee bit of a problem having to see things come open before he throws it. Last game, the last play of the game, 2 things. He was late on the pass that he threw the interception on, and 2, if he wouldn't have forced that pass, he had DJ Moore running wide open, and he would have scored as well if he would have just held the ball for another quarter of a second. Right. So those are the little things I don't trust. Detroit. Losing Brian Branch was a really big deal.
Facts.
It was a really big deal. They lost Brian Branch to a torn Achilles for the entire season.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell calling plays has looked great. But why I like Detroit more than I like Chicago, 3 reasons. 1, experience.
Yep.
2, a game changer, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah.
3, a proven coach.
Okay.
Ben Johnson hasn't seen the playoffs. Dan Campbell has been to an NFC championship.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 reasons I'm going to put the Lions over the Bears and then the Packers. I love what I have seen from the vibes of the Packers.
Okay.
I love the players, the energy I've seen from them. I love the energy I've seen from them having the coaches back. Micah Parsons being like, no, this is personal. We trying to win this game. Talking shit before the game is even played.
Right.
I love the energy. I think that defense really feels like if they can score 20 points, we can win any game.
Facts.
I believe that Micah Parsons, although Myles Garrett is Myles Garrett, feels and plays like he's the best defensive player in football, and that makes their defensive line so much better.
When you ask me who's the scariest person, Michael Parsons would have been third.
Should have been.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett should have been fourth out of the playoffs, too.
Yeah.
But
he's that scary. No, he's that scary.
That's scary.
He's that
I'm
scary.
just scared of him thinking about him. But that defense at secondary is tenacious. They're ball hawks. They get turnovers. They have a good running back. I think Josh Jacobs isn't in the class of Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Christian, and Derek and Saquon, but he is right below that. But what he does so well is create yards when there are none.
Right.
He does an amazing job of that, and he's amazing on the goal line. And that's where that comes in the handy is on the goal line because there's no space down there.
Thanks.
So the Packers are my number 1 team to get to the Super Bowl in the NFC North. I think they will get to the NFC Championship. We'll see if they can beat the Rams. But Jordan Love, that's where I want to go. Jordan Love. You said you don't trust Jordan Love. Jordan Love right now is 5th in the league in touchdowns. He is the one of, I want to say, of the qualifying quarterbacks, him and Matt Stafford have the least amount of interceptions with 4. Lamar Jackson, Jared Goff right behind them with 5. So he isn't turning the ball over this year. He he's top 5 in passing touchdowns. He isn't asked to throw for a lot of yards, but he's been efficient in what he has done. Why do you still not trust Jordan Love?
Jordan Love is probably, I'll be honest, Jordan Love gives me, and niggas gonna hate this, Jordan Love gives me Dak vibes. Jordan Love, what he plays like, and you'll understand, you'll like this, the rhythm that he plays with.
Yeah.
I like Jordan Love across, let's say we still play 18 games, I wouldn't mind having Jordan Love. But in high leverage situations, it feels like Jordan Love will go 4 weeks without throwing a pick, and that one pick will be the worst pick you've ever seen in your life.
In your fucking life.
Ever. Like that pick he threw versus the Browns to lose them that game is literally head scratching for a player, like you're saying, who has the yards.
Chicago.
The pick he threw versus Chicago. Like Jordan Love sometimes drops back, and you have no idea who he was throwing at when he lets that ball go. And his inconsistency is what scares me because he doesn't have a stabilizing agent on the offense as much as someone like if Caleb's inconsistent throughout a half or even in a whole playoff game, I feel like the Bears' scheme and run game can sustain them where he doesn't have to like conduct everything. I feel like Jordan Love has so many responsibilities that he has to conduct everything because they're wide receiver by committee, they're running back by committee, tight end by committee. They are more like we need to execute the entire game. But with that, he has to make so many decisions where if he's having one of those off games, it's no parachute for him.
Yeah.
Like if Jared Goff is back there getting rattled, it's like, yo, you know what? Gibbs and Montgomery, y'all getting 35 between y'all.
True.
I don't feel like the Packers offense has enough juice unless he's getting Christian Watson the ball down the field, unless he's giving Romeo Doubs chances down the field. So that is the reason I am a little more trepidatious with Jordan Love is because like that Panthers game was brutal.
Yeah.
Like you can't get outplayed by Bryce Young.
No denying that. No denying that.
Like so that is my biggest thing.
I can't say I disagree with you or that I don't understand where you're coming from, but I will say I am starting to lean towards trusting him a little bit more than I did at the beginning of the season because, one, I love Matt LaFleur as a play caller, and two, the emergence of Christian Watson since he has come back from injury and has looked.
Yo, if he gonna play like that, listen, if he's gonna play like that.
That is my thing.
Yep.
He looks like a true number one. And although Matt LaFleur claims he doesn't care about number one receivers,
that shit matters.
It matters.
Yeah.
And him having a receiver he trusts, and not only that he trusts, but a receiver that is a burner.
Yeah, that's a game breaker.
That is a game breaker.
That shit was funny. He got burnt. Listen, first of all, he got burnt inside on this leg. And in my mind, I was like, that's bad leverage. And they cut to the character. Like, they cut to all the players as they go to commercial. And CJ Gardner is like, play your leverage.
Yeah.
But yeah, Christian Watson is that type of athlete
for real
and difference maker player.
Yes. So that being said, them being able to run the ball consistently, efficiently, having a emerging number one receiver, a lot of gadget guys that are good at different things in the receiving room, and a top 5 defense.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, I don't love anybody in the NFC.
That's fair.
I don't love anybody other than the Rams.
Right.
And my thought process is if you get a game away, you are good enough.
Right.
So I am thinking they have no other way to see the Rams other than the NFC Championship.
Right.
So when you get there, you have already proven you're good enough to get to the Super Bowl. You're in the biggest game away from the Super Bowl.
Right.
So I trust them more than Seattle, than San Francisco, than Detroit and Green Bay. I mean, Detroit and Chicago. We just said that. Obviously, then the NFC South team and the Eagles. Right. So just off of who is in the NFC, they're also getting a pass of grace for me. Because let me ask you this. If we were going to rank the NFC quarterbacks in the playoffs, where would you have Jordan Love? And let me pull up the.
It is not high. It is. I'm thinking about it right now.
So we have Matt Stafford, Jordan Love, Jalen Hurts, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Brock Purdy, Caleb Williams.
He's top 4 for sure.
I would have him at 2 in that.
Who's the one over him?
Matt for sure. Stafford is a head and shoulders above him.
Listen, I got Baker above him.
See, I wouldn't have Baker above him. Baker has not been good this year. Yeah, Baker had that hot stretch, and he has not been good since.
I'd put Purdy up there too. I'd put Purdy before Jordan Love.
I wouldn't be mad if Purdy has been healthy all year. Purdy has been in and out of the lineup, and when he's been in the lineup, due to his injuries, he's been inconsistent. So that is why I'm not ready to say Purdy either.
I'd have Jared Goff above him.
Jared Goff isn't in the playoffs as constructed, so I didn't say his name. Audience, no, you're good. I'm talking to the audience. I didn't say his name. I think Jared Goff is going to get in the playoffs.
Oh, maybe.
Do I?
Maybe they might make it.
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah, they may make it.
Whoa. Yeah. So the Bears or the Lions, it's gonna be one of them because I think Seattle and San Francisco are stuck because of their schedules.
Right.
Both of their schedules are pretty easy, and they have a loss between them. They have a loss they can give. So. Yeah.
And listen,
but Jared Goff, I do agree. I would trust Jared Goff more than Jordan.
And this is old show classic. I would still trust Cade. I think it's just my style of fandom. If you just ask me, like, the Bears and the Packers about to play in the NFC Championship, and you got to rely or you got to choose one of these QBs, I feel like I would go Caleb. Because when we mentioned earlier that I don't think they want him to go in to beat them. I feel like if the defenses asked him, like, yo, we're gonna stop. Like, if the defenses go in, we're gonna stop Josh Jacobs. We're gonna stop this Bears run game and put it all on your shoulders. I feel like Caleb has more. I don't know if we call it eye test, dog ability. I feel like Caleb's ability to create in situations where there won't be anything is better than Jordan Love's. I feel like Jordan Love on schedule is way better than Caleb Williams. He's not going to miss the open plays. He's not going to miss what should win you the game. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if we run a bootleg like these two teams both do, and somebody drop that D end on 3rd and 5, I'd rather Caleb be that than Jordan Love be that, if that makes sense.
I completely agree with that. Yeah. But because they are playing the Packers defense, I can't go with that because they have the one guy that can stop Caleb Williams from running around in circles.
Yeah.
They have the one guy that could do it. And he did it multiple times in this game on Sunday where like he didn't have any sacks, but his pressure rate was very high because he kept causing Caleb to scramble. And when Caleb was trying to make those plays, he was in his face, had to throw the ball away. I had to throw the ball in the dirt. Right. So I don't think Caleb would be capable of making those plays against the Packers. Does he make those plays better and more often than Jordan Love? Absolutely, unequivocally. But I don't think he would playing the Packers because of how good the Packers defense is. So we can table the discussion here. Excellent discussion. I do think that both of these, the beauty of it is, I think they're all A teams. They're all A teams. Yeah. They all have a small deficiency, but and none of the quarterbacks are superheroes. They're all 9 through 16 worthy. So it's interesting. It's very interesting. All of their coaches are elite. All of them have solid defense. The Packers have the best. It's going to be a very fun 4 or 5 weeks in the NFC North.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right. Anything else on football? Oh, yeah, one more thing. Can't forget our guy.
Yes, sir.
Can't forget our guy.
Tough weekend for the haters.
Hey, we told you. What did we say? What did we say last week? He's going to outplay Cam Ward, and he would have won the game if his coach wasn't trying to sabotage his career. So, Ish, thoughts on Shedeur Sanders, real quick.
Shedeur Sanders, let me say this. I don't care what happens the rest of the year because it wasn't announced you're starting the rest of the year. We was right about you. I don't care what nigga. Listen, was it Mel Kiper who was talking? Listen, us, Mel Kiper, Tom Brady, Myles Garrett, bunch of real niggas told y'all Shedeur Sanders could hoop. And not only can he hoop, he is hooping with a ton of pressure and stress on him. He's making high leverage plays. He's making great throws. He's scrambling when he needs to. He's checking down when he needs to. Shedeur Sanders, whether you thought so or not before the season, is not a 5th-round pick and can play quarterback in the NFL, bar none in the discussion. Stop her right here. He had 300 yards. Drake May's going to win MVP. Hasn't had 300 yards yet. 4 touchdowns. He played amazing, I thought. And like you said, if Kevin Stefanski leaves him on the field, they may score in that 2-point conversion. They may win that game. But from what he has had to do, I thought he's looked calm, accurate, poised. He's getting through his reads. And every time he makes another play, the narrative and like the filter they're trying to put on Shedeur, it just dies down a little bit. He's not too slow because that's what we were told. We were told every athlete in the NFL is the best athlete ever. He would never get out the pocket, ever. Like if you ask niggas, it was like Myles Garrett, TJ Watt on the same team. You would never get outside the pocket in the NFL doing that. He gets outside the pocket and a rushing touchdown. Arm strength, his arm isn't good enough to play in Cleveland. Man, made it rain 4 inches. Listen,
in the snow, by the way.
In the snow. Like that first touchdown pass where he's like, it looked like a 3-step to his left. So comfortable, so poised, great placement. He can ball. And like we said, going into this week, you got to give him a chance, Kevin. You got to give him the chance. And this is the thing, he's good. He's good, man. He is good, bro. Like, taking him off the field for that 2-point conversion, dog, like, you are hell of a guy, dude.
Hell of a guy. Shedeur, I'm so happy for you, but you're doing what I knew. I'm not surprised one bit, bro. Right. I told y'all who Shedeur Sanders was. Mm-hmm. I told y'all I watched half of the last Jackson State season. I watched both of the Colorado seasons. I watched a lot of Shedeur Sanders football games. The young man can play. Yep. He's a dog. I tell you all the time, there is a such thing as just having it. Yeah. He just has it.
Literally.
And that's kind of where I end the conversation, bro. If you don't understand that, then you just ain't watched enough sports or you don't believe in the it factor. Yeah. Shedeur just has it. I know it was against the Titans. Ladies and gentlemen, it was his 3rd start ever. He is one of 2 quarterbacks, the other being Joe Burrow, to have over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns in a start, or 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown, excuse me. Him and Joe Burrow are the only 2 quarterbacks to ever do that as a rookie, and he did it in his 3rd start ever. Whether you like the Titans defense, whether you think the Titans are trash or not, they have held very good quarterbacks this year to poor games. Go look at the list of the stats against the quarterbacks.
Yep.
There have been 9 quarterbacks against the Titans that haven't thrown for 250 yards.
Yep.
So stop it with it's the Titans. The Titans defense has been playing well.
Yeah, I hate that. Like, it's just the Titans. He plays for the Browns.
He
played for the fucking
Thank
Browns.
you.
Titans.
His number 1 receiver is Jared Jeudy. His best offensive player is a rookie tight end no one knew was good till 3 weeks ago. Shut up.
What you mean they playing bad teams? They are the bad team.
Like, what are we talking about, dog? So, Shedeur, I knew who you were. I knew what you had in you, and I just want to keep seeing you grow. I want to keep seeing you strive and be great. 300 yards, 4 total touchdowns. The interception, you got to stop doing that. But I told y'all he just likes to make a play. He wants to make a splash play. When you had that gene in you, sometimes you're going to throw some picks. It's okay. Yeah. He overcame it. 2 scores in the league, back-to-back touchdowns.
Yep.
Like that's
in the fourth.
In the fourth. And dots too.
Yeah.
Both of them were dots. The last one in the corner was nasty.
Great throw.
Bro, like he is good, bro. Yeah. Shedeur Sanders can ball. He's a starter in this league. Yeah. If the Cleveland Browns waste one of their 2 draft picks on a quarterback this year, they are idiotic. Yeah. Go get you some skill positions and build a roster. And with the AFC North looking like that is, you can really compete next year.
And let me circle back because I wanted to for sure answer the question, give Shedeur his love. But I want to be very clear. Kevin Stefanski, you should have not been allowed to leave that stadium. You should not have done an exit press conference. You should not be at practice. The coaching decisions Kevin Stefanski has made this season, he should have been fired weeks ago. Because now it went from, well, maybe Shedeur has some splash plays. Mm-hmm. Man, if Shedeur plays good these next 5 weeks, what you did to start the season is indefensible. It's literally indefensible. Because you know what I do know? There's no way he's playing this good in the NFL game and was struggling in practice. But you wouldn't know because he didn't get any week 1 reps with the first starters until week 12. This is literally coaching malpractice.
Insanity.
And for him to have 4 touchdowns, carry you back into the game, and you have the nerve to remove him off the field after he carried you back into position to tie the game, and then you come to the press conference like, yeah, we knew the entire drive we was going to call this when we had the 2-point conversion. I think that's stupid. I think that's a good idea if it's a good play. Like, if you had a great play that you had practiced, you had scheme, we know this is going to work, this is why it works because they do this, that's one thing. You should not know at the kickoff when you're down 8, hey, if we score, we're going to go running back motion, wide receiver jet sweep on the 2. That's indefensible. It's indefensible, and it's on the back of you losing a game last week, with a bad 4th down call.
Yep.
It's getting too obvious. It is getting too obvious at this point. It's just go coach New York. Just go coach the Giants, bro.
I wanna reserve the right to say, hey guys, maybe we should stop saying he's sabotaging him and he's just not a good coach. I have been saying that. Like,
I think maybe he's a shit coach.
Think Kevin Stefanski is trying to sabotage Shedeur. I don't think he likes Shedeur. I don't think he favors Shedeur, and I don't think Shedeur was his pick. So he wanted Dylan Gabriel to work because it was his pick. But I also think Kevin Stefanski is just a bad coach. And we can end it there. It's that simple. He just did some stupid shit 2 weeks in a row because he's a bad coach. The Browns have sucked for 2 years because he's not a great coach. It's that simple.
Let me ask you this. Are you aware of the Tim McCarver connection?
No.
Oh, yeah. Let me put you on. Let me put your tinfoil on. Put your tinfoil hat on real quick. Let me take you back. The audience, too. Put your tinfoil hat, and then let me take you back. Story time. Deion Sanders, I believe 1992, playing baseball. Tim McCarver, elderly old man, a member of the baseball community. I don't know if he was a coach. I don't know enough about that nigga to know. But Deion Sanders poured water on him at a press conference or shit. And he was upset by this old white man, obviously took objection to the way he was being treated. He said, yo, you feel like a real big man, Deion. And they had like a personal moment where they clashed. It was a big thing in the media.
Yep.
Now, Tim McGarver is Kevin Stefanski's grandfather. And Kevin Stefanski was 10 years old when Deion Sanders poured water on this nigga in national TV and embarrassed him and watched his grandfather get into an argument with Deion Sanders on national TV after he just embarrassed him. Now, 30 years later, would that be a grudge niggas still hold? I'm not sure, because I'm a nigga that hold grudges. But I do think it is interesting in a little bit that there is a blood connection between the two of these niggas, that something is a little, I don't want to say he's sabotaging Shedeur, but I could see him not welcoming him with open arms as much as he would another quarterback.
Dylan Gabriel,
for example.
So
I just quick story for the audience if you guys want to go Google that.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
That's insane. The final point I have, bro, keep going, bro. Keep putting that wrist up, keep balling. I just hope they give you another year. And my message to the Browns, fire Kevin Stefanski, go hire Clint Kubiak, give him a blank check, whatever he wants, so your rookie quarterback has an offensive coordinator to grow with. Because let's say Sean McVay was in Philly. We don't have to say every year that Jalen Hurts gets a new offensive coordinator, because his head coach is the offensive coordinator, essentially. Yeah. Andy Reid, same situation. So having your offensive coordinator, your play caller, also be your head coach, so you don't have a worry of him being purged away from another team or by another team, is very important. Go get Clint Kubiak or Joe Brady and change that franchise for the 1000%. Foreseeable future. Yeah. All right. Hour 45 on football, man. Let's do a quick little music segment. Just want to talk about 2 albums and rank Hove albums, and then we'll go ahead and get out of here. My mic has been falling today. This is my fault, y'all. I didn't adjust it properly. But I need to call Sheer and ask, yo, how do you build mic stands that don't work for your mics? It's just the most frustrating. I changed the mic stand you had because the other one worked better. That's not the true one.
Oh, yeah.
It's the other one, bro.
Like mine has not been moved.
Bruh, like sometimes this won't work right, and sometimes it just will not stop fidgeting. So if it bothers you when you watch people fidget all the time, I'm so sorry, bro. But this is the most annoying thing in the world. But did you listen to the Games Project? I'm sure you didn't. I didn't think so, bro. Like, it's okay. It's okay you didn't listen to the Gangster Grills.
I did not know the game dropped until you put that shit in the notes. I was like, the game dropped?
Yeah, bro.
I was like, they made a movie about the game?
Yeah, bro. So the game dropped, the Gangster Grills Project. Every movie needs a trailer. Hell of a title.
Yeah, that's hard.
And
Red Woes, White Ceiling.
Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, this project is incredible.
It's good? Oh, my God.
It's, bro. You know I wouldn't lie to you.
Yeah.
You know I'm not going to come in here and put on a cape for the fucking game.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
This project is incredible, bro.
That's crazy.
The game is so good at rapping. It's so annoying. He's the worst nigga in the world.
Yeah.
He is so good at rapping. The beats on this album are fucking crazy.
Well, the last album he had, I loved.
Yes.
Unfortunately,
yes, bro. Like the game is nice, bro. If we're being honest, the game has a top 10 discography in hip hop ever.
For sure,
like top 5 West Coast, top 10, top 15 all time.
That's a fact.
The game's disco is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
So I have to be honest. I'm about to play this beat. So when you see a weird cut, that's why.
Yeah.
Listen to this beat real quick, bro.
Yeah. No, that's nuts.
We're back. Dog.
That is crazy.
Dog. Like,
shout out to Grills,
imagine hearing that on car speakers.
Yeah,
Turn all the way up, bro.
I'm for sure about to listen to that shit now.
Bro, the game is nice, bro. This game, every movie needs a trailer by the game Gangsta Grills. Incredible project, bro. Shout out to the game. I'm a big Game fan because I love rappers that really can rap. Game is disgusting, bro. Pause. And this project is great. It is.
Shady assassination.
Hey, bro. Don't.
I'm sorry, that's the funniest shit in the fucking world, dog. Why is it called that? Why is it called that? Yo, what be going through that nigga head, bro? What be going through that nigga head, G?
If you guys are wondering what we're laughing at, please just go look at track 12 on this project. I was trying to just get through the segment without having to bring it up, but just go look at it.
I'm like, yo, who the features?
The assassination of Candace Owens is what we're laughing at. Not that, obviously not that. You know what I mean. Right. But, I don't know why he titled the song that. It's not about Candace Owens. It's actually about her in a positive light, like actually giving her
what
some.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like it's.
I thought it was gonna be a skit or some shit.
Nah, bro, he's just crazy.
Dog, what's
he's
wrong with
fucking
that nigga,
crazy,
bro?
dude. But incredible album, the game.
Yeah.
TM88. Producer from Atlanta, dropped the Forever I Love Atlanta project.
Yep.
Future has a song in there, crazy. T.I. and 2 Chainz and Sleepy Brown have a song on there, crazy. And T.I. and Young Dro have a song on there, crazy. The rest of the album I have not gotten to, but shout out to TM88.
Yeah.
Anytime Atlanta do anything, we gonna shout it out.
That's a fact. I can't believe this nigga, dog.
Yeah, bro. I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. Also, I've been in a Paramour bag this week, so shout out to Haley Williams.
Shout out Haley Williams for sure.
So I'm in that bag, and then we have anything else. Mexico Dro is the new artist that I found this week. His somebody put me on at a party actually. Solid album, 34 minutes, 14 songs, a nice little rapper, some trap shit.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
And one more shout out to Lil Baby.
Yeah, shout out Lil Baby for
The
sure.
Leaks was crazy. What She Like is my favorite song right now.
Yes. I listened after the show, drove home, listened to it on the way home, sounded great. I texted chat, What She Like is amazing. Definitely grew on me a bit. But just to wrap everything up, we do have top 5 Hove albums.
Yes, we do.
Top 5 Hove albums. We are a little late. Respect. Happy birthday, Hove.
Happy birthday to the GOAT, man.
Thank you so much. I wanted to intro this talking about, I saw a video of niggas talking about seeing Hove house. I think that shit is so funny how much, I don't think niggas understand how much richer Hove is than the average rapper.
Yes.
Yes,
exactly.
Hove is already the richest rapper ever.
Yes.
And his wife is a billionaire.
Yes.
So the value in that home is insane.
They said they got Basquiat's in the kitchen. Where the grease is.
Now let me ask you this.
Don't give a fuck.
Let me ask you this.
They said Beyonce got sculptures in the house.
That's what I was going to ask you. I'm glad you said that because that was going to be my next question before we do this. You get 30 seconds, like game show style, to run in there and run out. Do you grab a Basquiat or do you grab a Beyonce sculpture?
Beyonce sculpture.
That's what I was going to say.
If I can pick the bitch up. If I can get the bitch out the house.
I'm gonna break my back in half trying to lift that sculpture up the first time. That shit made it like obsidian or some shit. I'm gonna run there fucking oh shit.
Nah, for real, bro. That shit is hilarious. I saw that video. It was like 21 ASAP Ferg and shit. Yeah, bro. Like
he said, somebody opened the door with white gloves.
It was like, yeah, bro. Hove is like way richer than you guys think rich is.
Yeah, for sure.
That's silly, bro.
Hove said, I put your mansion on my wall. Are you kidding me? Yo, I love Hove, bro. We gotta do a whole best features.
So I was about to say before we get into the top 5 Hove albums, what are some of your favorite Hove moments, bars, songs, anything? Just giving flowers to the GOAT, man.
Just to talk about Hove. Favorite Hove moments, first one I'm gonna say is this one was kind of our age, so I kind of felt like I was able to live in the Hove moment because Hove was kind of before us. But 444, I love 444. Having him talk about cheating on Beyonce while Beyonce was on the background vocals of the song, amazing. I love 444. Family Feud, all that shit's amazing. This is less than a music moment, which is funny because he's so everywhere. Him being on 2K.
Yes.
That shit was tough.
That shit was very tough.
That shit was hard as fuck.
Shit was very tough.
Yeah. What about you?
B-sides show. Say it every year. I watch it. I watch it pretty much every year. If you go click on the B-side show at any point in time on my YouTube, it's in the middle somewhere. Right. I'm always going back and watching 15 minutes of it just because I think it's so spectacular, bro. He went for 2 hours on B-sides. Another moment is definitely the Kevin Hart moment I talk about every year. It's a story I tell every year where Kevin Hart, the first time he sold out Madison Square Garden for Laugh at My Pain, Hove walks in and he's like, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. He was like, how does it feel? And he was like, man, it feels great. The garden is crazy. He was like, no. That had me here. Like, nigga, I showed up. Clearly, you a big deal. You gotta tell me. Right. I know you feel good about this, nigga.
You had to work your way up to Braun to get to me.
You feel me? You You feel me? Yeah, bro. So that's another one. And then I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman, not a businessman. Always gonna reign true in my ear. And then just the thing about Hov I love the most is he got on his first album, told you what he was finna do, and did it.
It did it. Completely prophetic. I'll say another Hov moment. Breakfast Club interview.
Great one.
Breakfast Club interview.
I might watch
classic.
that. I might watch that. Yeah.
Nigga said, and you believe that? Classic. I would say another just more podcasty rap nerd. This for y'all niggas. Of course, y'all still watching. Salute to y'all. Like, comment. Of course. So happy y'all made it to the end. Him and Drake's back and forth before like beefing became like war. Like before it went too far.
When it used to be subliminals and just friendly shots.
Yeah. Said him shooting shots back and forth, but. Definitely, like, him responding to Drake, like, come on, like, my wife Beyonce, like, I brag different, like.
Dog. And then the niggas think they baby, niggas got baby money, niggas ain't got my lady money.
Yeah.
Like, why did you say that about them?
Yo.
Why did you look at Birdman and say niggas got baby money, playing on his name, and follow it up, you ain't got my lady money?
Yo.
You talking about, you don't have my wife's money. My wife's money is big longer than you.
All right.
Dog.
Another topic. Best whole flex.
Did you see that yacht?
Yeah. No, I mean like in a bar. I mean like in a bar.
Like, did you see the yacht?
Yeah, definitely saw the yacht. Yeah. They said,
did you see it?
They said, yeah, we live on the yacht. Yeah, we work here. You live here too. What? You housing these niggas in the yacht? They on a cruise? I would never be able to focus at work.
Niggas work on the Carter Cruise Line, dog. The fuck type of shit is that?
Yo,
how you get that gig? Like, can we podcast from there?
Nah, legit. I would never get no shit done at work.
Favorite whole flex. Okay.
Yeah. I'll start to give you some time. Of course, imaginary players for sure. What's the difference between a 4.0 and a 4.6? It's that, you know what? You probably hop on my dick right there. Right in front of you, bitch.
Oh, man. My wife, Beyonce, I brag different, is
Nuts.
And then and I was listening to 444, which I think y'all highly overrate. We'll get into that conversation next week.
What? That just hurt my heart.
We'll talk next year. I saved it purposely because I knew that was coming next week. But and I can't remember what song was. But it was talking about, and that's another beat. And she go, hey,
yeah,
bitch.
What's better than 1 billionaire? Two.
Like, yeah.
Nah,
bro.
I'm not going.
Tripping. That's why he stopped making music. It got too easy. It got too easy. It was in that bitch having too much fun. Like, it's not fair.
I think y'all niggas y'all money couldn't even, for my lady habit, she truly shopping in Paris, nigga.
Dog. Yeah. So that and the back and forth with Baby and Wayne, which I blame completely on Baby, got Wayne in the middle of some shit he didn't deserve.
Yeah.
Shout out to my go. Imaginary players always. Yeah. Imaginary players always. And then the biggest whole flex for me will always be bringing out Michael Jackson. I'm glad I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm glad I remembered that. Yeah, it's always bringing out Michael Jackson in Summer Jam. Like, always will be nuts. That's nuts.
It's hard.
And Memphis Bleek's story about that is the funniest shit in the world. I'm not even going to retell it because I won't do it justice. Just go look up Memphis Bleek talking about him, Michael Jackson.
I would say selfishly one of my favorite Hov bars, just because I hate the way niggas like try to pick at Hov's legacy to be that like opposite opinion guy. But when the NFL shit was coming out, like, yo, he sold Kaepernick out because Kaepernick still don't have a team at 44. Like, I don't even think Kaepernick want to play football anymore. Like, you're 7. Like, Kaepernick kneeled when I was in high school, my nigga. Like, it's no way you think he's still warming up to play in the NFL. Yeah.
But
he hopped on the Jay Electronica album. He said, sell out for who? Got more money than the NFL bench. What are you talking about?
Bro.
He said, I got more money than Goodell, a whole NFL's bench. Like, that is nuts, bro. Man, shout out Hov.
Oh, man. Shout out to Hov, bro. One of the greatest ever. And then the age-old question, bro, before we break and get out of here. Eminem get him on Renegade?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm back on Hope's side.
Okay.
I'm back on Hope's side, man.
Okay. So this is my educated analysis of that. Eminem out-raps him.
Yeah.
Hove does not get washed. Saying Hove got washed is is like the tortoise in the hare.
Right.
It's like just something we need to hold over him.
That, and you know what?
Didn't get washed, bro.
And you know what?
If you go listen to that second verse on that,
Bruh.
my nigga. And
that's the thing. I like Ho's verse, and I never say he got washed because what he was trying to do was not what Eminem was trying to do in that song. Narratively, Hov had legit some shit he wanted to get off his chest.
Yes.
And the way he do it and address it is amazing. Like, how are you gonna rate music with thugs who got nothing relate to it? Like, he was real deal talking on there. And Eminem carried the narrative, but you could tell it wasn't like as like he wasn't he wasn't like bothered like Hov was legit bothered. How is a nigga like you working at some shit magazine rating music? I'm making for hustlers and niggas on the street. Like that shit real deal bothered him. Like
dog, but that Eminem and I just shoot through you. That flow he gets in right there, some of the best shit that's ever happened on the microphone, dog.
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out M.
Shout out M, shout out Ho, shout out all our rap goats, man. Let's get into it, ranking the top 5 Hove albums.
Yes.
Top 5 Hove albums. At number 5, I have Volume 1, just edging out my number 4 album, and my favorite album on there, and my favorite song on there is Imaginary Players.
Classic.
At number 4, I have Volume 2, which is I think is a little bit better than Volume 1. Favorite song on that one is Money Ain't a Thing featuring JD. I'm going to land until I die.
Yep.
At number 3, the Black Album. The Black Album, man. The fake retirement album. I hope you're too good to retire. You know that. My favorite song on there is Lucifer. I actually have this album on CD when I get bored in my car and I'm tired of Bluetooth, I would just put this album on and let it rock. I love this album more than most people love their children. And number 2, I have The Blueprint. My favorite song on there is every real nigga's favorite song, Song Cry.
Yes, sir.
No one put it together like Hove did. I was just fucking them girls. I was gonna get right.
You don't do a nigga like that.
Come on, man.
What?
And then number 1, the album that started it all, the album that foreshadowed it all, the album that told it all from the album that told it all.
Yeah, literally.
Reasonable Doubt. My favorite song on there is Feeling It. I think that's one of the coolest, smoothest rap songs in the world. Yeah. When I was Quick Flex, when I was in New York, we got the black truck connected to the Bluetooth, and that was the second song I've played, and I've never felt greater in my life riding through New York listening to Hov in the back of a truck. Like, my nigga, like, when you talk about living, boys. So shout out to Hov. Happy birthday. The greatest to ever do it, man.
I love that. No, listen, Feeling It is like one of the smoothest rides ever, too.
Yes.
All right. I'm doing that. All right, bet. Because it's going to zoom on me, right? All right, bet. Top 5 Hove albums and favorite songs from those albums. Happy birthday, Hove. This is from the show About Nothing, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to start at number 5. In my lifetime, listen, everything on this list is going to be classic. Of course, all real niggas know Imaginary Players from the best songs ever, but honorable mentions since that is the easy answer. Friend or Foe 98, both Friend or Foes are amazing. That's like a slight pleasure of mine listening to Friend or Foe. Number 4, Reasonable Doubt. Gems all across, of course, a classic. I'm gonna say my favorite songs from it, The Eagles. Enough said, one of the best rap songs ever. Now 3rd, shout out to Really Rock. I got 444.
Oh my God.
I got 3rd. I have 444 3rd. One of my favorite Jay-Z projects to listen to, start to finish. Perfect close of career. You rarely get to see that last act be beautiful. Favorite song, this was really hard for me. I'm gonna go Moonlight. I so many to pick from on 444 is damn near hard to. But top 2, this is why I'm GOAT territory. You saw me put my phone in my pocket. I don't even need to look at them to know what my list was. Number 2, I have The Blueprint. I mean, you could pick any song from this literally random, but I don't care if y'all think he lost to Beef or not. Takeover, forever, my favorite song off that album. And number one, the Black Album, the fake retirement. Could you imagine listening to the Black Album thinking that's his last album?
Oh, I would have been so sad. I would have been so sad.
And my favorite song from that, I had this song earlier and I almost changed it, but I'm gonna stay because I listened to it on the way here and I'm like, yeah, that shit still is nuts. I still gotta go Dirt Off Your Shoulder. That's one of the best beats ever. You are now tuned into the motherfucking greatest, nigga. And then that's it. Top 5 Hove albums. They're on the screen now. Like, comment, subscribe.
And to end this episode,
yeah,
no matter what we say, no matter how many debates we have, and don't tell nobody I said this because we'll have more and I will argue till I'm blue in the face like I'm telling the truth. He is the GOAT. And no one is beating him in the verses.
No sir.
I will give it to Kanye. We'll take Kanye out of the verses because them beats that he got.
And he got to cheat though.
He got to cheat to do it.
He got to cheat. He got to dip into his other side.
Yeah.
Back.
So like Hove, bro, is no one like him. Mm-hmm. And this is the show about nothing, bro. Episode 143 in a world full of hate. Let your light be loved in an industry full of copycats. We are some one of ones. That's Ish. I'm Rock. That's Ish. We out.